What is up? What is up? What is up? How you guys doing? Let's see what's happening. We got ice cold cabbage. What's happening first? Okay, he was first up in here. 1 second. I literally just hit the bowl. I got cotton mouth. Let me drink some water real quick. Last time I talked to you guys, the UFC was going on. My boy DDP, he got crucified, man. It was like I was watching Passion of the Christ the way they had him out there, man. They did my boy DDP dirty. Hung him out to dry. I mean, his ground game's got to get better. But we got negative creep. It will never stop until they stop gaming completely. Wow. Doggy dog 420. Okay, somebody understands what time it is. What's happening, my dog? What up? Ice cold cabbage. The goalposts were getting moved all over the grass today. Wait, he was snoring? Oh, nah. They just put him in a crucifix and hung him out. The goalposts were being moved today, in typical pony fashion, and one thing that I've noticed, and I seen this happen with Stellar Blade. I covered this, right? Especially with Reforge, right? And we're gonna get into, we're gonna react to Reforge, but of course, we're gonna get into that later, because as my boy Doc Dark says, man, there's levels to this shit, right? Hearing J Tech snoring. Oh, did he really fall asleep on stream? I seen that somebody fell asleep. Damn. And it's funny, right? Because I'm kind of going to use that to segue a little bit. I've been seeing a lot of shit. A lot of these guys in this space, like especially on Twitter, right? And I know maybe I shouldn't be on Twitter, right? But I'd be a fly on the wall. They're now trying to come for salt content creators, and now they're trying to say they're console warring, right? They're now trying to call the salt content creators. They're now trying to say that we're the console warriors, right? And that we're going to have trouble making content and everything when the console wars end, right? The imaginary console wars that never fucking existed to begin with. What's up, my boy Kage in here? Okay, popping in to drop a like and show some love. I appreciate it, my boy. It isn't the first time a fanboy sleeping during streaming. Yeah, I mean, damn. I'm not even gonna touch it because he be out here, copyright striking. We got Faded Blaze in this bitch. What's up, Sigs? What's happening? But yeah, I'm looking out and I'm seeing people, come for that boy Destin Legary, right? Because he had a little tweet. And all these guys, let me see. Let me just pull it up to kind of give you guys a little bit of reference. And then we're also gonna react to some people that were pretty salty, right? There's gonna be some shade thrown to the PC guys. So all of my PC Master Race boys, there's gonna be some shade because they're coming at us, right? They're also mainly coming at Salt content creators, but the PC Master Race boys, we kind of get thrown in the mix, right? I don't know why they keep on taking swipes at us, right? Why do they have the audacity, the gall to try to take swipes at us, right? Isn't this why they're in the predicament that they're in right now? Because they kept on taking shots at the fucking PC guys. When will they ever understand? When will they ever learn? They just keep on making the same damn mistake, and it's just easy dog walking their little easy talking points. Yada Zach, what's up? If someone doesn't take him to court, he will just keep doing it. Yeah, I know. He's just going to keep on doing it. That's why it's like, just let him fade off until irrelevancy. Don't even cover them, right? Because when people cover you, even if they're calling you out, like you get views, you get people to your channel, you can turn it into a positive thing. You know what I mean? Even if it's negativity. But Destin Legary, Destin Legary has been talking that shit. Shout out to Destin Legary. He's just showed up here before. He says, pack it up, console warriors. It's time to retire. I mean, holy shit, what is this? Whoa. He's going to copyright snoring. I wouldn't put it past him. What is this? Can someone explain this to me? Why are they advertising the dead console on a website? I see Alan Wake. So bonus points to you. Dude, I've been playing the original. Call me fake, but I played the second one, right? I pirated the second one, and I didn't play the original one, but I seen it on sale for like dirt cheap. So I was like, let me pick it up. I'm liking it a lot more than the second one. I'm like, damn, I'm really enjoying it. But Destin Legary's talking his shit, right? He done left IGN. He's chose Scorched Earth. And it's crazy because when I was younger, my parents, they were huge Star Wars fans, right? I've seen Star Wars here and there. I think it's a good movie, but, You know, it's been a minute since I watched it, but they would always say, whenever I would try to like say some slick shit, they would always say, what type of Jedi mind trick is that, right? And they would just find it so funny, right? And I kind of rewatched the Star Wars, so I kind of get the Jedi mind trick. This is what's going on in this space now. These niggas are trying to play a Jedi mind trick. And now they want to make it seem like the people who make salt content, right, that we're secretly the console warriors. When what they don't understand is, nigga, don't nobody give a fuck about the console war. The console war never really existed. It was imaginary, by the way. It was just niggas in love with a console, right? Sigs, you tuning in to Gamescom Friday? What time is it? Sigs, I was hoping you'd do something tonight. You already know. That's why I went live. I could feel it. God damn it. On some fucking Goku with the spirit bomb, right? Let me talk my shit. I knew, of course. But these niggas are trying to make it seem like, oh, these guys are console warriors. So now Destin Legary is a console warrior. Okay. And he said, got him. Yet here you are still console warring, right? They're hurt, seething. How's he console warring? How's he console warring? He's telling the console warriors to back it up, right? But it's a Jedi mind trick. Now the PC guys who are talking their shit, right? Because like I said, they've been wanting to take shots at PC guys, right? And they'll go anywhere. Nothing is too low when they're taking shots about PC guys. You love what they like to insinuate about PC guys, right? And I'll just leave it at that, right? Jedi mind tricks. Thank you. That's exactly what it is. These niggas are now trying to turn us into console warriors. Now we're the console warriors, right? Even though we're not on our knees worshiping a fucking console, a little plastic fucking box, right? I mean, come on. Let's just keep it 1,000. Wow. I don't understand this shit, right? And to better show you guys, right? Because I could talk about it, right? Or I could just show you proof of niggas doing it. And the people in this, right? There's going to be some fan favorites, right? Because we've discussed these niggas before. There's going to be some fan favorites in this video, right? And like I said, they're coming for the PC guys now. Because all the PC guys, we're all just Xbox fans. And I had that shit happen to me. I don't know anybody who was there on the weekend. I had a goofy ass nigga come in here talking about some, you an Xbox fanboy. That's the cope now. Now the cope is, now that everybody is making fun of him, I didn't see Nintendo niggas making fun of y'all niggas. Now everybody is cooking y'all asses because all Jin y'all was talking shit. Now everybody's cooking your asses, and the only thing that you can do is just say, oh, he's an Xbox. It's fucking cap. Listen to this shit right here as the first video, goddammit. Andrew Wilson? Nah, not Andrew Wilson. I don't even know his name, but he came in here crying and shit. And I had to cook his ass real quick. LOL. Make them accuse us PC gamers all they want, but I'll keep on laughing at the ponies. Oh God, I don't give a fuck. Like I said, the 48 laws of power, right? I think it's the 22nd law, right? The surrender tactic. They go, okay, you want to call me an Xbox fanboy? Okay. You know what I mean? Like, what does that mean? What does that even mean? They called Porter Rock an Xbox fanboy. That's why I showed you guys the clip. I showed you guys the tweet. They call Porter Rock an Xbox fanboy because he's been talking that shit, right? And I got some more tweets that I can show you where he was talking that shit because, like I said, the pony civil war is here. When you guys have used that word so much, it has no more meaning. And it's a shame. It was a nice little dig that you guys had. You know what I mean? But you guys call everybody Xbox fanboys. Whenever niggas critique PlayStation or shit on your talking points, you always call them Xbox fanboys. Like that's just the go-to cop-out for you guys.
We gonna talk about the console wars. We gonna talk about the console wars, y'all. Is the console wars truly over?
The console wars.
Everybody hates the console wars, but all they do is talk about the console wars.
Shout out to Greedy Lucci's in there. They getting cooked, boy, and they're seething. They're seething about it too.
I hate the console wars, but let me talk about the console wars and what the console warriors are doing.
But here's the thing though. Are we talking about the console war or are we talking about PlayStation fanboys? Are we talking about how much they love PlayStation and how much they defend it? New fan of you, Sigs. Cheers from Australia. Oh shit, we're in the down under. Okay, god damn it. Let's go. Okay, I appreciate it, my brother.
There's so much shit I'm coming across on Twitter. It's funny as hell to me, man. Like the people that be thinking that they're not console warring, You're console warring. You don't know it.
You don't even know it. I used to fuck with that song. Like I said, let me show you what era I'm from. That shit was popping when I was in high school.
That shit crazy, bro. You know, I put out this tweet the other day, yo. Man.
Let's see it.
Where it's a simple ass tweet. You know, sometimes in the day, you have to be vibing.
Console only existed in ponies' heads because it was the reason for their existence. Bro, they love that little console so much. Like, that's what's so crazy about it. Like, it's insane. Like, I don't know, man. Y'all just gotta listen to this cope. And I'm telling you, and our boy Persona Speak, I know you guys, I've seen you guys in the chat wondering where he was. He showed up, he's done returned. He's done returned after leaving his boy out to dry.
Let's put this out real quick. You know, I keep seeing the console wars are over. Cause that's what people are saying, right? You know, PlayStation, third party, multi-platform developer. You know, now I have motherfuckers telling me Jay Barry, PlayStation is a third party developer and publisher. You telling me that?
Yes.
The nerve, the audacity to sit down and try to tell me that after 3-4 years of me telling y'all that. Now,
oh no, my boy said, isn't Jay Barry the dude that removed PlayStation from his profile? Oh no. I'll help jog your memory. What dude he is, right? This is him. Just in case you guys forgot. This is him. Don't stop emailing. Let your voice be heard. Speak up. This is the brother who was calling for people to speak up and to email Hiroki Totoki and them boys, right? What's up, Eastside Vandal? Monday Night Salt. What's good, folks? Oh, God. You know what time it is, man. That's the brother.
Now, July hit PlayStation third party. Because they put a game on Xbox. Meanwhile, they've been publishing games on PC and Nintendo. They wasn't third party then. Now you have all these people trying to tell me PlayStation third party. Sit your ass down, please.
Please.
You're a little too late to that party.
Way too late.
You ain't telling nobody shit.
Why are you getting so mad that they're telling you that they're third party? Why does that get you so upset? Dan Gilberry, I always turn off a crossplay when PlayStation players see I'm on Xbox. They try and ruin the game for me. Damn. It'd be like that?
But anyways, I keep seeing people saying the console wars is over. I've been seeing this for the longest, you know, especially when Helldivers got announced to Xbox. Console wars are really truly, console wars is kind of, really truly, it is over. You know? But with that being said,
yeah,
people keep saying the console wars is over.
It's over.
The majority of the content or the majority of things that they talk about is console wars or what console warriors are doing or saying.
And see, this is what I mean. They're getting mad that they're getting farmed. They're getting mad that they're getting laughed at. Then quit being so salty. Quit seething. My boy said, can he say PlayStation without the lisp? Trophy never unlocked. I know, dude. That lisp is brutal, dog. Like, just hearing the lisp, it's like, goddamn.
Having whole topics.
And
the whole point of this tweet is to point out.
Yeah.
Is that, yo, if you're so against the console wars, why are you keep on talking about it?
Because it's funny. Because it's funny. And it's got you guys triggered, right? That's why. I mean, why does it get you guys so mad? I thought you guys won, right? Like, I'm not trying to console war, right? I'm on the PC. I can give a fuck, right? You guys can fight that shit out if you want. I thought you guys won. I thought you guys were in first place. We're just checking in to see how you guys are doing. And it looks like it don't look so good.
It's trying to spin it on me. Trying to say, oh, look at you. This is the pot. This is the what's the saying? The pot calling the kettle black or whatever the saying is. I'm like, no, this I never said that I'm done with console war. Who the fuck says that? I never said that shit.
But you were just saying that it's over. So you're not done console warring, but you were just saying that it's over. Which one is it? Because if it's over and you're still console warring, don't you think maybe that's why you're getting put in salt content? I don't know.
You know what I mean? My views on
He's saying he's out here sounding like Sylvester the Cat.
console wars is different than a lot of people's views on console wars. People's views on
He's got a different philosophy on the console war. Okay, this is what I mean. Like the fanatics, these guys get philosophical and shit. They got different views on the war and shit. Like they're a damn general or some shit. Like, dude, what are you talking? This is the cope. Like, this is the seed. And how you don't get it? It's insane.
console wars this day and age is personal jabs, not about the consoles. Okay? It's not about
Okay, to be fair, you guys have been on his list, man. I have too. But you can't lie, man. I mean, that list, you asking for it.
saying this game sucks and this whatever. They're not about saying that shit. They want to take personal jabs at you about your life and all that shit. You know?
Okay, the PlayStation fanboys, they take personal jabs too. They be doxing people and shit. Like, I mean, I don't know. Like, my boy said, this is just sad. Bully fanboys always. I mean, I think it's pretty entertaining. I'm not gonna lie. I sure be watching this shit.
So I'm saying, yo, a majority of the people that I see say these things.
Uh-huh.
But I'm not really seeing PlayStation. I follow a lot of people from PlayStation. I'm not seeing PlayStation fans overly saying the console wars are over. It's these Xbox PC bum ass gamers. The ones keep mentioning it.
The Xbox PC bum ass gamers. What does that even mean? That's like me seeing like, oh, he's a Nintendo guy, but he's a PlayStation. He plays on Nintendo, but he's a PlayStation guy. Like, this is the cope. This is the seed. They're Xbox guys in disguise playing on PC, right? And then they bum ass gamers. But I thought you niggas would run around. I don't know if it's him, right? I'm just talking in group speak, right? These be the same PlayStation guys who run around and say shit like, oh, why would I get a PC? You have to spend like $3,000, $4,000, $5,000, right? Because to them, if you're building a PC, you're gonna have to get a 5090 or some shit, right? So now they're bums, but they spending $3,000 on a PC. I don't know, right? I mean, my boy Brandon Knight said, ain't no way he said something about personal attacks. I don't really be keeping up with what he be saying, right? I have been seeing some salty ass tweets from him as of lately. The person who really be on some bullshit is his boy Persona, and I think his boy Persona is gonna actually show up.
You know what I mean? And yes, that's what they are. They are Xbox fanboys that game on PC and they suck at games.
Xbox fanboys that game on PC and they suck at games. You see what I mean by the Jedi mind trick, right? They're Xbox fanboys that game on PC. Like, oh, that's like I can say, oh, you're an Xbox fanboy. You just game on PlayStation because you talk about Xbox all the time. You see how that sounds like cope? Like that don't even make any sense. And then a bum ass gamer, yeah, because they just try to. Their hatred starts to seep in. What is a bum ass gamer? I don't know. And now he's saying they suck at games. Like, dude, you're like, what is he like in his 40s? And you're trying to skill check people on the fucking internet? Like, goddamn. Like, are we back in middle school? Like, holy shit.
Those are the ones that keep saying it.
Bum ass gamers.
Console wars, left and right. Well, you know, this person said what this person said. If you're so against it, why are you worried about what this person is saying? You know,
I mean, if you guys are coping and seething, why not bring it to the boys, to the pack? Let them enjoy the salt, right? Why not? I don't see any harm in that. I don't see any foul in that.
No.
He said, we really talking about Xbox fanboys sucking at games with Reforging 6. Hey, Lono was going off the other day. What do you mean?
If you're not in that avenue of gaming discussions, why you keep putting yourself in that avenue of gaming discussions? You got people that detest the console wars, but all they do is show up on people podcasts that do console wars.
Who?
You know what I mean? These motherfuckers will go on a podcast or they will say, oh man, yeah, the console wars is over. Give it up, y'all.
Oh,
it's just
and you see, give it up. I think he's talking about Destin. That's what I'm saying. Destin got these boys seething. No cap. I love it, man. Easy content, easy content farm. Like I slick old Destin. He be farming these niggas.
Childish. it's just immature.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, it's just toxic.
No, I wouldn't say that.
Why would you console wars now, man? It's just it's getting old. Just stop. Right?
Yeah, just stop.
All that tweet, all that left and right, all that message that they seen, and then a day later.
Oh shit. Shout out to Hero Culture. These fanboys are the biggest anti-fans in the world. Their personality is based on negativity, which is the opposite of fandom. It's sad, really. Yeah, I know. Exactly. Like, the one thing that I fanboy over is my goddamn Falcons, right? And I'm not going to go on a tangent because everybody makes fun of the Falcons, right? For a long time, we were the laughingstock of the NFL, right? But those are still my boys. And I want people to join the fandom, right? I don't want to gatekeep people from being a fan. Like, that's fucking weird. But I mean, these guys, they love gatekeeping shit. They love paywalling shit. They love exclusivity. You know what I mean? I don't know. And then he said, insults are the final attacks of ponies that has already lost the verbal battle. Yeah, that's why I'm telling you, just lean into it. When they start throwing insults, just say, yep, I know. Anyways, a PlayStation's third party. Yeah, like I'm telling you, that's how you get there.
2 days later, they on a podcast that's console warring. If you look at the topic that they talking about, I'm like, yo, what the fuck going on? There's a mixed messages going on here.
Who?
You know what I mean? I'm like, yo, huh? Okay, yeah, man. You against the console, I respect that, bro. You know what I mean? You done with that whole discussion. You see what Microsoft is doing. You see what the PlayStation is doing. You done with it. I got you. But then you revert right back. It's doing it. This tweet is not about me.
Doing what, bro? Like, this is what I mean. Like, what is he talking about? Like, this is a Jedi fucking mind trick. What is this dude talking about? Doing what? We're just laughing, dog. It seems like these guys are really upset, man. Remember when you were winning that Super Bowl and lost? Which one? But yeah. I know exactly what you're talking about. One of the worst days of my life. But you know, it was the best day and the worst day at the same time. Crazy.
I've never said I'm done.
And we're going back there this year, by the way.
Any type of console wars. We had a podcast that don't console war. You know what I mean? That podcast that we created was specifically to talk about PlayStation without.
Oh yikes! He's talking about WUPs, ain't he?
Mentioning other platforms. You know what I mean? I feel like, yo, you can have a PlayStation podcast where you don't need to mention no Xbox, Nintendo, or PC.
Yeah, because you love PlayStation and that's all you want to talk about. My boy said I lean into it like styrofoam cups. On God, that's the only way you can do it. Lean into the accusations, right? Because it's just a whole bunch of bullshit. It doesn't fuel the conversation. They're not saying anything. It's all preconceived notions that they've already come to, right? And you're not going to be able to change their mind. They're not using logic to come to the conclusions. Like I wouldn't even take it seriously. Like these guys are delusional, and I mean that in every term of the word.
There's so much news coming out from PlayStation. Obviously,
what news coming out from PlayStation?
Not 100% everything is going to be just about PlayStation, especially this day and age where everybody's just like meshing together. You know what I mean? Where you have Xbox doing news or Microsoft doing stuff where they're buying up publishers that they put these games on PlayStation and PlayStation putting their games on other platforms. So yeah, that cross-pollination of the conversation is going to happen eventually because yeah, that's what they're leading into. But majority of it is mainly about just the PlayStation platform and what we think about.
Oh boy, please. They was console warring. The kids, things, that boy Bijan is the truth. I hope he has a great year. No injuries, right? Knock on wood. Hopefully we'll get a good year. Hopefully that boy Penix can show up. My boy said boats and hoes won't go down because my dick can float.
Or from a perspective from a PlayStation gamer. But that nobody ever said that, hey, we weren't for, cracking our jokes here and there on our personal Twitter page or personal YouTube channel.
And this is what I'm saying, and this is what I noticed about this guy. All I'm hearing is an MBG Cope session. Exactly. I'm getting those exact same vibes as well, right? I mean, the exact same vibes. Very good point there. Reforge is the king of no logic detected. Oh, God. But you notice how he's like, oh, what I did on my personal Twitter account it shouldn't leak over into our podcast. Like, dog, let me show you a tweet from this guy, bro. Because he tweeted this shit today, bro. And mind you, he's trying to say that he's not a fucking fanboy. I guess he's trying to say that he's not a... This is why people roast you, dog. This is this dude today at 10:59 a.m., right? Am I console warring, right? Am I talking about Ekbach, right? Or am I talking about how this nigga woke up at 10:59 or he was up at 10:59 a.m. and he said that Concord was better than Battlefield 6? This is why you're getting cooked, brother. This is why people are laughing at you, dog. This is what you choose to do. This is the stuff that you choose to tweet. You know, and that's why when people see your channel, when people see it's called What's Up PlayStation, they're like, yo, you're a fanboy, right? Yeah, drug test that boy, on God. They look at your channel, the What's Up PlayStation one, I'm sorry to hear what happened to it, by the way. But they look at your channel and they say, this guy's a PlayStation fanboy. Why would I listen to what he has to say about games? He thinks that Concord is better than Battlefield 6. Why would I listen to anything he has to say about gaming? He's obviously very disingenuous when it comes to, viewing games and discussing them, right? He said that man needs psychiatric help. Yes. But like I said, it's a Jedi mind trick. And he's sitting here trying to make us, I guess, feel bad, or he's trying to point out the Salt content creators and say that we're out here secretly Xbox guys who play on PC, right? I ain't never heard no shit like that. An Xbox guy who plays on PC, like, what the fuck? Coping. Like, no, brother. You're just feeding the streets with these shit takes, nigga. I mean, I don't see what more is there to it, right? And Persona hasn't even stepped in yet, right? I mean, just easy way to open up the street. If you ask me, shit. You know what I mean? I'm just saying, I'm gonna put this over for later because I'm not done getting use out of this, right? Because that was a stupid ass take. We're gonna be referring back to that tonight. Anyways.
You know what I mean? But there's a lot of people out here that would detest all these things. But every single time I see these motherfuckers on Console podcast, and these people think they not console. These people is like, yo, it's not console war, folks.
And it's crazy. They're saying console war, dude. I'm looking in the chat. I ain't seen shit about Xbox. Nothing. We're just laughing at the fact. Like I said, I just showed you that chat. My boy said they all sound defeated. Yes, they all sound very defeated. This sounds like a therapy session. Don't nobody give a fuck. You guys were the ones that wanted to talk about, the console wars and all that bullshit, right? Because to be honest with you, you guys have been putting games on other platforms, which you alluded to earlier, right? But it wasn't that big of a deal, right? But when games go to Xbox, right? Don't get mad that people focus in on how upset you guys get over Xbox. Oh yeah, we noticed that. And best believe we analyze it and we blow it up to make easy content out of it, right? Because you guys really just don't like Xbox. It's funny. Karen's raisin potato salad. What's up, Sigs? Good to see you in here. Guys, what does FOH? Fuck out of here. Just jumping in to holler, my boy. Oh, I appreciate that. I really do. Glad to see you here, man. Would it be a stream if we didn't have Karen's raisin potato salad? God damn it.
Well, PlayStation sucks. It's a terrible platform.
And nobody says that PlayStation sucks, right? Now, granted, there are some Xbox guys who will say that PlayStation sucks in here, but should there be PlayStation guys in here saying that fucking Xbox sucks? Like, nobody give a shit about that.
I would never buy this game because they didn't put it on my platform first.
They said this man looks like he's ready to fall off the roof. Man, this dude look like he's hiding. Like, why does he talk like he's hiding? This nigga look like he got this nigga talk like he got a sniper on the roof, right? Like he's trying to avoid getting shot or some shit. Like, goddamn, boy, hiding behind that damn mic.
I'm like, what the fuck going on? I'm like, what the hell is going on out here, man? You know what I mean? Let's look at the tweets right here, man. Look at the comments on this tweet right here.
My boy Echo, I'm finna go grocery shopping while listening to the song. Oh, we got Dion Landman in the chat. Yo, what's up, Sigs? Good to see you. He's trying to avoid getting clipped. He's trying to avoid something, brother. I mean, goddamn, he's ducking like I'm like, damn, this dude is hiding.
What? The console war is over. You're amazing. Look at this guy.
Yeah, look, an Xbox guy got you mad.
Yeah, the console war is over. Like I said,
got you coping.
Is over. The console war will never be over. Console exclusivity is eventually coming to an end with PlayStation and Xbox.
We got my dog Cloaked Onyx. Good to see you in here, man. Good to see you in here.
Next up is content wars. Oh, and no one cares about Nintendo. The whole content wars thing don't make no sense. Content wars is gonna always be with a console. You know what I mean? Regardless of what content people are putting out there. Just look at Microsoft alone. Microsoft put majority of their content on multiple platforms.
Just like PlayStation.
But people are still going to be like, Xbox is better than PlayStation due to whatever Xbox is doing on their platform. You know what I'm saying? People want to...
my boy Mark City Entertainment. Good to see you in here, dog.
People was talking about it's platform wars or content wars. That shit don't make no sense. What's the platform? The console. You know what I mean?
I mean, I don't know. They're saying that, oh, when the console wars ends, what they really need to say, I think this is the truth, right? But I'm no expert, right? What I think is, as long as they're making consoles, there are going to be guys who glaze the console, who fall in love with the console, who hug the console, who kiss the console. As long as there's a console, these guys are going to glaze it, right? And they're going to always take shots at PC guys. They're always going to pretend like the new iteration is going to be able to go toe-to-toe with the PC. Like, that's just how I feel.
The content, regardless if it's on multiple platforms, some people...
I think he's talking about the content as far as like the games, I guess. He doesn't know what content wars mean. Slow brain right now. Not pushing out of the most content Xbox. Exactly. They haven't connected the dots. Like it's insane. Like I do think I have seen a lot of people saying the platform wars and everything. I definitely do think that is the way that things are going. And it looks like PlayStation is trying to play catch up. You know what I mean? These guys should be thanking Phil. They still get Call of Duty and Minecraft. Why love exclusivity? I mean, shit. I don't know, man. The way these guys be buying up Xbox games, shit. They might like Xbox games more than the Xbox guys.
Well, I'm like, I prefer to play this game on this platform rather on this platform. You know what I mean? Yo, Aaron, what up, man? He said, I agree the console wars between Sony and Microsoft's over though, but the community's not over. Yeah, it's never going to be over per se. It's over really and truly, but it's never going to die out between this community.
Yeah, we know. You guys are just going to keep on console warring. We know. And that's why we're so happy that we're going to be able to farm for content. The content war is good for us, and it doesn't lock said content to a single device. It's competing for dollars within fair means. Yeah, I think that's a fact. And if anything, if they're really going to continue to sell consoles, even though, like, who knows, maybe in like a gen or two, there's not going to be consoles anymore. If they're really going to try to continue to sell consoles, then they're actually going to have to improve the consoles and really give you a reason to buy it, right? Instead of just saying, oh, well, you can only play this 1 or 2, 3 games. You know what I mean? I think that's better for the consumer, in all honesty.
Boys, in general, are you engaging in the console wars? Y'all point fingers at each other instead of being accountable for your actions. Will always find a reason to hate. I mean, this tweet right here, I agree with this.
I mean, you guys are just coping. Fanboys in general, are you engaging in console wars? You all point fingers at each other instead of being accountable. I mean, dog, there's people that are console warring. There's people that are in love with consoles and they're getting laughed at. I don't understand. What am I missing? Like, I don't get it. Especially when, like, let's keep it a buck. Like, most of the people who talk about these topics are on a PC, right? The only person who I've seen who's made content, salt content, right? Who's not really a PC guy. I guess you could say Gamesta, right? Even though he owns all of the consoles, and then I guess X-Vault does shit from his PC, right? Even though he's a PlayStation guy, he's like the only PlayStation guy I see trying to make salt content. I mean, I just don't know. I just don't know the delusion. All I can say is what I've been saying all night. It's a Jedi mind trick. They're really trying to make it seem like salt content creators are console warring, and I just think it's pretty delusional to say so.
Tweet. I actually agree with this guy right here. Stone Jedi.
NSNP. X-Vault is a wannabe salt content guy, though. I mean, shit, you can't tell him that.
You know what I mean? Majority of this, yeah, I agree with this. Of course, people's going to point fingers.
My boy, Dan Gilberry. Is it true Returnal is coming to Xbox? Well, shit. I mean, as far as like the port to Xbox, I don't know. I told you guys a minute ago that I could definitely see Returnal going, and I could see Days Gone. Those were the two games that I said I could see them bringing. I mean, if you're gonna get the ROG Ally or you're gonna get Xbox, the new Xbox, then you'll probably be able to play that shit. But I mean, honestly, at that point, you might as well just get a PC, in my opinion. But I know there's gonna be niggas in here who want to get the Xbox, right? So I get it. I'm not gonna tell you guys what to buy, but I mean, shit. Eventually, right? Because I don't want people to get confused, because I do think all this is a distraction. Don't get me wrong, right? But I will go down the rabbit hole. I do think all this porting nonsense is a distraction, because no matter what, on the new consoles that Xbox is making, you're going to be able to play these games through Steam. It's going to be on Xbox hardware. But all I'm saying is you could have been done it on PC, but I know you guys already know that. So yeah, if that answers your question, that was a kind of a long-winded answer.
They have a certain view.
But your boy is off that gas tonight. But what else is new?
How they look at a certain console, you know, regardless, you know, like they with me, I will point out stuff that Microsoft has done good. You know what I mean? Yo, Persona, what up? Yeah, let me know if you want.
Oh, yeah. See the Returnal salt when that comes to Xbox. Don't get me wrong. I definitely want more ports to come, right? Just for the salt. And I've seen you guys in the comments agreeing. Like, I've seen guys in the comments saying, I would love to see these games be ported, not even because I want to play them, just because of the salt, right? Which, who knows? It might be cap. You guys might be saying that, and who knows? They might sell really good on Xbox, right? We'll see when the sales charts come out. But nonetheless, I do see a lot of people saying that. I think it'll be interesting to see.
It'll come through. I will point out things that Microsoft done well, but majority of stuff that Microsoft does when it comes to the console and how their approach to gaming, I'm not really for. So yeah, I'm going to always have that bias there.
Okay, so so you're biased, so then you don't call it out. I'm waiting on him to say "thuffer and thuckathath." That boy fighting up here speaking.
But the whole accountability part, I agree. A lot of these people are not accountable.
Then hold them accountable. Then why don't you make the content? And that's another thing that they be crying to the salt content creators. They be like, why don't you make any Xbox fanboy videos? Why don't y'all make them? Shit. We know what the people want to see. Why don't y'all make them? Shit. If there's so many salty ass Xbox boys. I mean, it looks like they done already accepted that games are going everywhere. I don't see them up here coping and shit saying, oh, it's just live service. Halo's not going. Starfield's not going. I don't see them coping and shit.
They're not gamers, they're rage baiters. Xbox. Nah, it's the PlayStation fanboys who are keeping it going. Like, really, who?
He just said in this clip that he didn't say he was gonna stop console warring. Am I tripping? He literally said earlier in the clip, he was like, I never said I was gonna stop console warring. I never said I was gonna stop that shit. And then he even went in to say, my values in the console war are different. Like, dog, you're still console warring. Like, brother, and this is why I kept that tweet up. Right? This doesn't count as console warring. I won't say this is console warring, but like, dog, you are a delusional fanboy, dog. Like, you are over here saying Concord is better than Battlefield 6. Like, dog, you are a delusional fanboy, right? And if that's not enough, another tweet that I pulled up, right? And I'll show you guys this one again, right? Because I'm building my case. You know what I'm saying, right? Oh, and also I got this, right? Shout out to Astro. He catches it all. You also got him saying, Sean Layden got them boys upset, huh? Right? This was from 3 days ago. Who's them boys? Right? You was talking that shit. And it's crazy because you were using Sean Layden as a way to talk shit, which I'm going to be honest with you. I think that's weak. I don't know. I just feel like you guys aren't really good at catching salt, right? I mean, I don't know. If you guys are talking shit behind what Sean Layden said, in my opinion, but there was another one I wanted to show you guys. I mean, we got the files on his ass, right? because I heard this and I said, man, what in the Jedi mind trick is this? And then this is the last one to cap it off. And I'll probably bring it up again because, like I said, Jay Bari's about to come in. Not Jay Bari, but Persona Speaks. He says, don't stop emailing them. Let your voice be heard. Speak up. You were literally calling for people to email in about PlayStation putting a game on Xbox, dog. We all know your ass sent to email in. Do you not understand that? That's not going anywhere. This has been documented. This is going to stay. People are not going to let you live this shit down. Like, this is out there. Like, this is not a good look. Like, you're not going to live this shit down. It doesn't work like that. You know what I'm saying? No. No. 1 second. Let me pull up the chats. Layden Sims for Sony, as Sony is using his company. Yeah, literally simping for Layden, like he's saying something. Oh, Zimpic Persona. I always see y'all niggas talking about Zimpic Persona. There you guys go with the personal attacks. You guys got to stop, man. You got me. Now you got me involved in it. Let me stop. All right.
A lot of the PlayStation fans, what they do is they point out the shit that these dudes are doing, because it's so lopsided as far as like some of the craziest shit in the world that these Xbox or these PC people will be saying. Bro, nobody really talks about that stuff. You know what I mean? You have
then why don't you? Then you can. Then there's your avenue. Then why don't you step in and why don't you speak on it then? If that's the case, right? If there's some crazy Xbox guys floating off the handle, being salty, right? Why don't you take a page out of X Vault's videos and make the salty batch files, right? I mean, that's all I'm saying. Why doesn't he do that?
Creators that do that talk about this stuff are pointed out, but at the end of the day, compared to, you know, these PC guys, what they call assault content guys, yo, you have like 20 of these dudes.
Yeah.
You know, creating the same videos. They saying the same message.
I don't know, man. I feel like all the assault content, now, don't get me wrong. We do talk about similar topics and shit like that, especially when something's hot, but I feel like everybody brings something different to the table. Everybody has a different style, different editing, you know, different avatars and shit like that. I feel like everybody has their own little vibe to their shit, right? And I be watching all their shit. I don't know, man. Shit, all I know is their channels are growing. Shit, I don't see them having to shut down channels and shit.
Left or right. I was like, damn, you got one person says that, you know, Hellblade 2 is now running great on PlayStation 5 Pro or whatnot.
Yes.
And then you have like 20 of these dudes make content.
Yeah, because that was crazy to say that the main reason to own a PS5 Pro is an Xbox game. That was insane. Yes, exactly. And shout out to Joseph. They got the goldfish memory on God. And now they're trying to play a damn Jedi mind trick. They're just, you're console warring. They're trying to make it seem like they never console warred and shit. I ain't never seen nothing like this before. I'm like, what the hell is this? What type of Jedi mind trick is this?
On the same shit. Like, you don't really see PlayStation people doing that. You know what I mean? Like, you have one or two people, three the most, probably doing stuff like
that. My boy Bandit said, all I see is that pony channels don't grow. Hey, you said it, not me.
Like that. But you have these Xbox PC defender motherfuckers. Some of these people play on
Xbox PC defender motherfuckers. What shit from Xbox is motherfuckers defending? Niggas ain't talking about Xbox, nigga. The only nigga talking about Xbox is you. Niggas ain't talking about Xbox. We talking about you. We're talking about what you said this morning, right? We were talking about how you were sending emails to Sony. Like, what? Like, come on, dog.
Xbox, bro. They defend everything that you say about Xbox. And they own it. It don't matter what your opinion is, they own it. They quick to drop 20 videos on it. So I don't know what this motherfucker talking about right here.
Oh shit, Gamer Live Studio. This man said Concord is better than Battlefield 6. What the fuck? Get the fuck out of here. Laugh my ass off. His gaming license has been revoked. I don't care what he says at this point. On God, dog. He's fucking tweaking, bro. It's like, and then they wonder why whoops. Why people wasn't looking at whoops. It's like, dog, why are anybody gonna listen to what you're saying? Like, you guys are disingenuous. But in their defense, there's a lot of people, you know, speaking on games that are just PlayStation fanboys. And that's why this shit's so funny. Like, this is what I'm saying. We're now in that like uncanny valley where like even like regular content, like he's just talking about his day-to-day. He doesn't even understand that the shit that he's saying is fucking gold. Like, he doesn't even understand that he's feeding the streets right now.
Can you always be happy and play games? Yeah, I mean, I wish a lot of people would be happy and play games. Hence, that's what I said right here.
Okay. Now listen. Now we got a Persona Speaks. I know you guys have been wondering where he's at, right? We got our boy Persona Speaks. He's gonna throw his hat in the ring. Oh yeah, and shout out to Gamer Life. I hope I did the Yodelehu. I'm sorry, man. I think I may have forgot. Yodelehu. I appreciate it. Oh, and Dan Gilberry, you get the Yodelehu as well. I appreciate it. No kissing. Oh, we just getting started in this thing. I appreciate everybody in there, man. My man said Harmon's funny. I'll admit. Too much of the victim complex. Oh, are you talking about the Nintendo fanboy? I'm not gonna lie, he is funny, dog. He be talking that shit. He's a funny dude as well.
It's what we've been seeing and saying for a long time. You know, rage bait, rage content, and things of that nature. It's what pays the bills.
And mind you, he's saying rage bait and rage content. This nigga tweeted that Concord is better than Battlefield 6, right? I get it. Opinions are subjective, right? How am I going to say that you don't believe that Concord? And to be honest with you, I truly do believe that he thinks that Concord is better than Battlefield 6. But if you ask me, I think that was rage bait. But go ahead and talk about rage bait.
For a lot of content creators now, because unfortunately, a lot of
Dan Gilberry said all the way from Scotland. God, I'll give another Yodelehu. Worldwide prestige, worldwide prestige. We're worldwide in this thing.
And it's not everyone, but if it does apply, if you feel offense to what I'm going to say, then it applies to you. Unfortunately,
no, I'll never feel offense for what Persona has to speak. And where are you at, Persona? We hear Persona Speaks. But where are you, Persona? Why are you hiding? Where are you at, Persona?
But a lot of content, a lot of today's content creators within this community or this space.
Before he gets into it, I'm sorry, you guys. I'm not trying to tease you, man. Let me pour some water real quick. Because I know it's about to get salty. All right, bet. Let's listen to this shit.
Don't necessarily have the creativity to really create their own content, and two, they're not.
Oh, so then what happened with your content, right? But continue.
Really playing games, enough games to really speak
on games. Yeah.
To speak on games or speak in depth on games. So
and I think this is like so childish. Like, I think this is some like high school shit, right? To sit here and say, oh, you don't play enough games. Who are you to consider whether people play enough games or not, right? You know what I mean? Like, I think that's lame. I think that's childish to look at it that way, in my opinion. You know what I mean? I don't know. But, you know, these guys are like children.
What up, man?
What you're seeing.
And shout out to OJB. What content do they create? I'm saying, you know what I mean? Like, what? You would think they cracked the code on fucking creating content the way these guys are about to speak. Listen to this shit. And they're talking that shit about salt content creators. I had to show you guys the goddamn seed. And just know, you guys liking and subscribing and shit like that and commenting, dog, getting this shit out to the algorithm, just know it pisses them off because niggas ain't doing that to their shit.
What you're seeing right now is a shift in content, in video game content creation, to what we're seeing now with the grifting content.
Oh, the grifting
content. The content that's kind of centered around critiquing what others are saying on social media as strictly what they do.
But isn't that what you're doing right now? Aren't you literally critiquing what other people are saying right now? Right? Isn't that what you're doing right now?
You know, it's this fanboy says something. Let me make a video about it. You know, Bari said the console wars is over. Let me make a video about it. Oh, this person said this about this.
They definitely queuing up. They
I haven't seen any videos like that about these brothers. I see videos here and there. I see clips like this. Most of the clips I get, it's no secret. I get it from Astro. That's why I'll always shout out Astro Cyborg. He's putting in the work, right? He's got eagle eye. You know what I'm saying? Nonetheless, like they're not the top shelf ponies, right? We know who the top shelf ponies are, right? It's not these guys. But go ahead.
Yes, it's not a video. And the thing is, even when you watch the video or watch the content, they really don't have their own point.
Yeah, they're not tackling.
Shout out to Faded Blades. Dreamcast is more appealing than them niggas. Yeah, I know. Dreamcast guy is a lot more appealing. Hey, shout out to Troubleshoot Gaming. These dudes need a dictionary. That is not what grifting is. Dude, they love misusing words. That's why it's like RIP the word grifting. It's dead. Like nobody knows what it means. Like grifting literally is what grifting means now is just I don't like you. I don't like you. You're a grifter.
The point.
Yeah, they're not tackling like there's no rebuttal. It's just, oh, look at this fanboy crying about this.
Yes. Yes. And then we get the AI thumbnail with the tears coming out. Yes. Yes, that's exactly what it is. Look at this fanboy crying that games are going to other platforms. Also, you also went and privated your Twitter after you was talking all that shit, right? And I got a screenshot, right? Thank God that I got a screenshot because you locked down your tweets. Yes, boy, they're on that ass because you was talking all that shit, and you also was shilling too, by the way. And we're gonna talk about that. We're gonna get into that as well. God damn it!
And they, that's the video.
You got Sony's dick up your ass. They something like that.
Yeah. Typically, that's what you tend to see, which again goes back to my first point of no real creativity, even in the Salt content. A lot of Salt content, it really doesn't have any creativity either. So,
and is he the gauge? Is he the gauge of what creativity is? Like, this is what I'm saying. Does he have a license in this shit? How can he say what creativity is, right? What happened to Whoops, right? Like, come on. How can you talk about anybody's? Like I said, I see all the people in the space, right? Because I like Salt content, right? And I do be shouting out the guys that I watch. Their channels are growing. That's all I'm saying, right? Their channels are growing. They must be doing something right.
That's why you kind of seeing it happen. And honestly, if the console war truly is over and you truly do see console war back and forth.
Shout out to NSNP. Great point. I love it. Like ponies have the same NPC firmware and arguments. Yes. On repeat. That's why we've already listed out all the copes and we put it in a file and now we just stash it away. I'd be like, oh, this is same cope, same bullshit. You know what I mean? Gnome Hunters. Salt content is all about calling out bad takes and crybabies. That's all that it's ever been. Nobody's sitting here saying, this is why you need to buy this console and all this shit. Nobody's sitting over here even pocket watching like these guys like to do. You know what I mean? I just don't understand the disingenuousness. I don't understand this maneuver. The only way that I can classify it is a Jedi mind trick. And I mean that.
Die out on Twitter or on social media.
Oh, shit. We got Cloaked Onyx in this thing. I appreciate it. I, too, was bummed when I heard Scalebound got canceled. But, Bari, I didn't replace my personality for one corpo for another corpo. It's silly. Yes. Extremely silly. That's why people are laughing at them. And now they want to say that the people who make Salt content are Xbox PC bums, right? Xbox guys that play on PC. What type of fucking sense does that make? That's not even a real argument. That's just cope. And that's what I'm saying. And you don't even understand. Like, you are feeding the streets. You are getting farmed, right? I might start covering you more often. I didn't know that the Salt was this potent.
Fade away as well, because the bread and butter of their content is the console war. So of course, for a lot of them, they're going to
And what's the bread and butter of your content? What's it called? Persona? You know what I mean? Like, and it's funny how he wants to say that shit. Let me pull up this fucking screenshot. Like I said, thank God that your boy Siggs got a snapshot of this shit because he done locked down his Twitter, right? He hiding and shit. Look at this shit. Dear Xbox community, Final Fantasy VII and Final Fantasy XVI are finally gracing your console of choice. Now's the moment to prove to Square Enix these games truly matter to you by purchasing them and playing them. Or don't, and prove it was all just noise. Step up or shut up. This is what I'm saying, and this is why, like I said, no. I'll pirate this shit, and then I'll make a fucking fanboy video cooking your ass, nigga. And to be honest with you, I don't know why y'all was trying to coax these niggas into buying that shit, man. I'm gonna tell you like this. Like I said, Final Fantasy 16, I did actually enjoy it. I enjoyed it. Like I said, I think it was a pretty good game. I'm thinking about getting the DLC, no lie. But Final Fantasy 7, the rebirth or whatever the fuck, is a no for me, dog. They would be so salty if it sold amazingly on Xbox. Yeah, they don't even want games from franchises that they like to sell well. They want to use it as ammunition for their console war. You know what I'm saying? Even though PlayStation over here putting games on Xbox and also got a goddamn web page directing you to buy their game from Xbox, the dead console. I mean, it's insane.
Those channels will never die out because it doesn't matter what you...
Oh, because you guys will always glaze the console. You guys will always get on your knees for Sony. So yes, you're right. It will never die out because there will always be somebody ready to glaze the console. Until they quit making consoles and they just have, you know, streamlined PCs, I guess, entry PCs, there will always be fanboys glazing that goddamn plastic box.
Dude, they're gonna turn it into Look at this tweet right here that I got highlighted.
Wait a minute. So if they turn it into content, does that mean that they're creative? Right? You guys are sitting here saying that they're not creative. If they turn it into content, doesn't that mean that they're creative?
That's what I'm saying. They're always going to try to perpetuate. Bro. Like, even if it's not a console war tweet or a console war thing, they try to spin it as that. And for most people,
and I've showed you all the tweets that I showed you. Are any of those tweets, did those tweets seem like console war tweets to you? It seemed like, and like I said, one of them was even pocket watching. That's why Persona, I'm really on your ass, nigga. You was even pocket watching. Talking about a call to action for niggas to buy a damn Final Fantasy game. When the funny thing about the whole Final Fantasy shit is that you guys didn't even buy the game when you had a chance to buy it. But y'all want to crack the whip on the Xbox guys and try to get them to buy the shit when y'all didn't even buy the shit. I mean, I just find it insane, right?
That's how they're going to create the content. Look, this dude.
Shout out to Dion Landon. Alex says it every day. If these fools stop acting like fools, then we wouldn't have any salt content. But they'll just keep on doing it. It's a weird phenomenon, man. I'm telling you, and I'm enjoying it.
Said literally a day ago, he posts a picture of my video saying 5 of the biggest mistakes this generation or PlayStation made this generation, right?
Yes.
And he posted the picture of putting games on PC.
And I reacted to a clip of this when he was talking about putting games on PC. Yes, this is goofy. This is goofy as hell because you're saying it's a mistake when it doesn't affect your experience at all, right? Them putting games on PC, all it does is give them more money to help give you more games. Yes, this is some fanboy weird shit. This is you guys yet again getting upset that other people can play your game, right? And it'd be one thing if they were literally playing your game, fucking up your save file, right? We all got cousins and brothers and whatnot, and we all done had them fuck with our save file. No, this is somebody on completely different hardware playing the game, and it gets you guys upset to the point where you made a fucking PowerPoint. Yes, I see why this guy screenshotted this shit and put it underneath your tweet and said, literally you a day ago, nigga. This is insane. This is not a good look. That's why I reacted to it, right? But I guess that just means I'm a PlayStation I said a PlayStation. I guess that just means I'm an Xbox fanboy then. Like, okay.
See, how is that console war? You know what I mean?
Nigga, nobody's talking about the console war. We're talking about you being a fanboy. This one, but that's all that they can think about. That's all they know is the console war. They don't even get it. Nobody give a fuck about the console war. Boy, we're talking about how you goddamn boot kissing Sony. How you getting upset that they're putting games on PC. That's what we're talking about, dog. When they've been doing this shit for years now. That's what we're talking about. What the hell you talking about the console war, boy? Like, what do you not get? What do you not understand? How much more how many other ways can we slice it and present it to you until you understand that's why people are laughing at you, dog? But let's continue with the cope session.
But that's my point. You know, like this like I'm looking at the stream while we talk right now, and the logic of this doesn't, even this tweet in itself doesn't make sense to me, because
Of
you know,
course.
if you're this fanboy, this rabid fanboy that
If you're this rabid fanboy, and this is why I don't take down the tweet, right? I'll pull this out again. Don't stop emailing them. Let your voice be heard, right? Okay, we got that one. Bam. Right? And then of course, right? This is gonna be the last time I pulled it up, of course. And then we got this one. Concord. Battlefield 6. Right? But you're not the rabid fanboy. Dog. First, and this is the worst thing about it all, because if you were a true friend, you would help him out and you'd let him know that he's out of pocket. You would tuck him back in. You wouldn't let him be out of pocket like this. If you really was his boy, yeah, I'll say it. If you was really his boy, you wouldn't have him out of pocket like this, dog. You're really wild for capping, trying to make it seem like he's not a wild fanboy. I'm just gonna keep it 1,000, dog. Your homies are supposed to let you know when it's not a good look. That's all I'm saying, man. Shout out to Cake Man. The stables are always logicians, ironically. Yeah, I know. And they always want to, they always get hypothetical. They always want to tap dance around the issue, man.
Tend to proclaim you as, Bari, you wouldn't be making a video.
And I'm so glad Evil Wheat then spoke about this. The salt content makes itself. Yes, of course.
About the 5 biggest mistakes for PlayStation this generation. You would be saying the 5, you know, why PlayStation is great. Like everything is great. You wouldn't be critiquing it at all.
No, if you're a PlayStation fanboy, you'd be crying that other people get to play a game on different hardware, even though it doesn't affect you at all. That's why you're getting called a fanboy. But I don't know, maybe they're being disingenuous, or maybe they just can't see the angle that people look at it in.
Right. So the fact that something like this, that is blatantly not, like clearly it's not a fanboy thing, that they're trying to spin it as that. Just
shout out to AV Gator. Most people don't care that games are going everywhere. It's just console wars. Yes. So when you say shit like this, you stick out like a sore thumb. Yes. People are snatching that shit up. They're like, oh my God, this is great content. This guy's delusional.
This goes back to my point of constantly having to perpetuate that. And again, you know, this also goes back to, you know, during our whoops days and all this other stuff. But, you know,
during the whoops days.
There's a lot of people who've never seen your content, my content, whoops content.
Yes.
Who have this.
Yeah, you can say that again. Yeah, a lot of people who haven't seen it. Go ahead.
Preconceived notion of who you are as a person, who you might be as a gamer, or what your views or values.
Oh, dude, they're just making fucking content. What are you talking about? Who you are as a person? Like, dude, it's internet content. What do you mean? People see that you're a fanboy.
Which and it could be the furthest thing from the truth.
You queued it up just right. Let me try to block this picture real quick. Even though I know I'm late, I'm blocking it. But look at this tweet right here.
They cooking his ass. They got Bin Laden in the picture. God damn.
This is about whoops. Look at this tweet right here, bro. This dude said,
my boy said more like whoops. Yeah, I know. Whoops. I got to get the whoops pack going for real, for real. I mean, goddamn. Dude had a whole podcast of 200 episodes console warring. Speaks out against console warring. Yeah, I mean, I think he's got a point.
Dude had a whole podcast of 200 episodes. Console warring is the one who speaks out against console warring.
Shout out to Escanor Flex. It's a proper cope session. They want you to know the real them. I know. They're over here talking about who you are as a person. Like, dog, that's your homeboy. We're talking about the content. We could give a fuck about who he is as a person, nigga. That's irrelevant. Like, we're talking about his takes, nigga.
Out loud. What 200 episodes, Persona?
But again, like that goes.
This is what they think. They thought that what
the 200 episodes, and what they think, they thought. No, they know, and that's what I'm saying. Even I never really watched whoops. I would see clips here and there, mainly the clips where they were talking about assault content creators and how that caused their channel to decline, right? Because that's always the reoccurring theme in this space, if you notice. I mean, I can't say if they were console warring for 200 episodes, but you can't sit here and act like if you console war on Twitter that you can just separate your personality and then do a podcast talking about gaming and don't think that people aren't going to look at you from a PlayStation fanboy lens. That's just my opinion, you know?
a PlayStation podcast, the console war podcast.
Yep.
Yo, you remember when we asked in the space? It was like, yo, why wouldn't you tune into like What's Up PlayStation? I forgot who said it, and it was like, oh, because the title of the podcast is.
Oh yeah, that's a bad sign. When you're asking people why they're not showing up, that's a bad sign. You should never have to ask that question. Gnome Hunter, people don't follow bad takes. I've never heard of a single person going, I used to be a fan of this pony, but suddenly I changed my mind because of assault content guy. Exactly, dude. I don't understand why they cope so hard. A lot of the guys that I cover, they have great audiences and everything. That's what I'm saying. Sigs, you watching Gamescom? Gamescom. What time is it? That's the question. If you guys can tell me what time it is, maybe I will. If I'm not at work.
Have PlayStation in it, so I automatically assume it's a fanboy podcast. Or I was like, what?
It doesn't make that doesn't make any sense. Like, yeah, everyone has everyone has a preference, but two,
I mean, dude, yes, you have PlayStation in your name. It does seem like a PlayStation central channel. Why is that a bad assumption? Especially when like all of the designs are PlayStation centric, and then when they go to your Twitter accounts, you're over here saying that Concord is better than Battlefield 6. Like, it looks like a damn PlayStation fanboy account to me.
It goes back to what I was saying. There's a lot of people.
Ron Slusher, what happens when Returnal gets announced for Xbox? Well, shit, cross your fingers, boy. We're gonna have some more crash outs. God damn it, we're gonna have some more content, is what it's looking like.
And this is just in general, right? Who don't really know the people they don't know the people that they're being told to are who they are. So they're just going to take what's being said at face value and not necessarily do their own research. Or,
do their own research. What research is there to do? They see your take. They see the clip. They see how you carry yourself. They see what you tweet, and they know that you're a fanboy. It's not a secret, right? People know what it is, and I love how popular that it's getting, and that people are starting to call it out for what it is. I love that because the shit needs to get exposed. There's a whole bunch of guys that are just PlayStation fanboys that want to talk about games and shit. Well, let's just be real. All they want to do is just jerk off Sony. That's why, nigga. Like, I mean, I don't know what to tell you. Maybe that's why people wasn't tuning into WUPs.
To see if what somebody that is saying something, or if their favorite YouTuber is saying something or whatever, if it's true,
My boy said, excuse me, Concord is better than Battlefield 6. Are they getting into DCG stash? I mean, they might be.
The lie is always more entertaining than the truth. It's always been that way. It's been that way for eons. You understand? So,
you see, there they go again, getting philosophical. What I tell you, man? I mean, do I not have these boys fucking marked out? I mean, what the fuck? Luis Marquez, what's happening? What are we going to have is more goalposts moving and hooves everywhere scattered. Yeah, it is a panic in the stables. But here we go, getting philosophical, talking about what's been happening for eons. No, Hunter, ponies don't do any research, but tell others to. Cope harder. I know. Why we got to get what research we need to do. And if anything, didn't your boy Siggs do the fucking research? Didn't I pull up the tweets that he tried to hide by locking his account? I did the goddamn research. Hell, you talking about? Fuck you talking about? I did the damn research.
I think when it comes to just how things are,
and to be honest, it wasn't hard, nigga. Your shit's all over Twitter. The shit takes
on the internet. It has just had these types of things grow and just become so massive. Pause. To the point where it doesn't matter if the truth is in front of you. They'll still believe the lie because the lie validates.
Yeah, like you guys and Sony going multi-platform. Yes, exactly. Exactly. I can't put it any other way.
Validates how they have been told to feel about you for so long that they don't even want to accept.
And you see, and there we go again. We got another people that aren't in charge of their destiny, right? So what a terrible way to live your life, to think that you have no control over how other people perceive you. That would drive me insane. I would like to think that my talking points and the way that I speak is how people perceive me. But of course, you live in a world where the reason why people don't enjoy your content or enjoy your takes is because someone has lied to them and they're not doing the research to know who you truly are as a person. It's just disingenuous. You know what I mean? Alt Lockett, hey, Frit and Siggs on the same day. Hey, yeah, I did see that boy Frit going live earlier. Great content. AVG Gator, Timo Jimmy Neutron will never admit he was wrong. He'll just pull up, oh, we got him later on tonight. Don't worry.
Accept the truth even though it's right in front of them.
Agree, 100%. The lie is always more entertaining than the truth, man. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter what you say. We're gonna make believe what you're saying, and we're gonna, be entertained from it.
Even in
I don't know. I think during this whole interaction, I've been talking with my chat. I've been monitoring the chat, right? I don't think there's been a single lie told, right? I think it's just these guys. Yet again, another Jedi mind trick. I don't see any lies told, in my opinion.
it's funny too, because even the show, right? I can guarantee you this show will be clipped up. And it will be spun.
And you sound like you're about to cry. Is that why your face ain't on the camera, little boy?
To be a negative, or spun to be that you are a console warrior, and how
No. We're laying off of Jay Barry, right? We done already got Jay Barry. We're talking about yo ass, Persona, even though you ain't on the screen. We talking about how you crying and shit about your content, and how you want to talk about how people ain't creative. And I'm so glad that somebody in my chat pointed out, how the hell you gonna talk about somebody being creative? Nigga, what's creative about your content? I'm so glad that you brought that to my damn attention, right? Don't get me wrong, I knew it, right? But it had slipped to the recesses of my mind and shit. I'm glad that you brought it up, right? My boy said, I don't see any clippings. The whole video is playing. You know your boy Sigs. I'll play the whole damn documentary, nigga. I'm not clipping out shit, nigga. We want to get all the cope, every bit of it. The fuck?
podcast is dead, and how you make tweets about this and that, and all these different things. I mean, this show, I can guarantee you will be.
Oh, so you have tweets that contradict the shit that you say, right? Damn, Twitter sure is a motherfucker, ain't it? You be one second you're tweeting, talking that shit. Next second, people got the receipts of you talking that shit. Shout out Draquan Holmes, like lying, crying like they Jim Ryan. Oh God, I ain't heard that one in a minute.
Fun into that, even though that's not the case.
Hey yo, me personally, I don't give a fuck. If you gonna click my shit up, make sure you put the link in there.
Negative Ghostwriter. That ain't happening. My boy said, even so, people reacting to ponies have been more creative. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Look at the little fake laugh. Yeah, that's enough. On that note, right? That's enough. Let me get to the MVG code, bro. Because he was crying up a storm as well, right? My boy Astro. Hey, you guys see Chun-Li? God damn. My boy Astro, he gooning. Wait a minute. Okay. Look at this. Shout out Astro. 159 likes. It's okay for MBG and his community to shit on Xbox on the daily, but people criticizing Ghosty Yote is crossing the line. This is the same guy who decided to console war on Christmas morning during a pandemic about kids getting a Series S instead of a PS5. I read Exynor's Flex's goddamn chat. He said, you can hear the hurt in his laugh. Oh, Maximilian in this thing. What's happening, dog? I mean, listen to this shit. I remember when I told you guys that the anti-woke boys are on their tail. I told you guys this, and you guys seen it, right? You guys be on Twitter, right? And like I said, I'm not going to say I agree with the shit that they're saying, but the salt that it's causing is so fucking funny, dog. I'm not going to lie to you. Just hear this shit.
These non-gamers complaining about what an actor says, they need to shut up and get out of the hobby. They don't even play games. They just want to be part of a conversation. Don't give these people time. Oh, yeah, I know, dude. It's
already they're crying. Why are they crying? Why are they crying? Because people are giving their opinion on Ghosty Yote, man. Why are you so upset?
Everywhere. It was so crazy. Like, dude, I saw PlayStation posting about Ghost of Yote, and on Twitter, and I went to go check the replies, and it's insane.
Yeah. I told y'all. The anti-woke boys are on y'all asses. Yes. They talking all that shit.
It's just pure insanity where it's like, guys, what are you doing?
They're talking shit about Ghosty Yote. That's what they're doing. And look how mad he is. And this guy wants to talk about having a stick up your ass, right? Let's just call it for what it is. Nigga, the anti-woke boys are underneath that shit, and they are talking that shit, and it's got you guys hurt. It's got you guys upset. Let's just call it for what it is.
Like, they're hating so much, and they're still screaming the woke stuff. And it's like,
I told you, they're on his ass.
Fucking break, man. You know?
No.
Like,
I hope they don't stop. I hope they keep going. Nope. The woke stuff. He's so salty. I know. I hope they keep going. That's what I'm saying. I be laughing at the anti-woke boys.
It should be clear by this point that, like, people People just want it. They want to just continue to. They get enjoyment out of hating things, and I mean, I feel like that's kind of obvious, but it's like it just like that should tell you what type of person they are, where they can't stop hating on something.
My boy, the D-Man 7605, the salt is booming. Dude, he is brooding over this shit. He's pissed. And here we go again, getting philosophical and shit. It can't just be that they're looking at the game and they're saying they'll pass. Why can't you just let them have their opinion, right? Because I guarantee you, if it was a post on Instagram, there probably was a lot of anti-woke boys, but there probably were some people with some other criticisms of the game. Why does that get you so upset? Why do you have to throw on your cape to defend Ghost of Yote? Like, you haven't even played the shit, you know, like, but you're already getting mad defending the shit.
I mean, just like obsessively, like that's all it is. Every chance they get, that's all it is. It defines them. It's their personality.
Yes.
Like,
yes.
Think about.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie; those anti-woke boys are relentless. Yes, they're on you guys, right? And then I heard some shit. Oh, my boy, kind of bonsai. What's happening, dog? And then I heard that the people from Dragon Age Veilguard, there was like some devs that went over from there to work on the game. So I already know. They're having a field day over there, right? When that game comes out, they're gonna be talking shit, and I'm here for it.
The kind of character, you know, what does that say about their character? What does that say about their personality? Like, bro, I understand if you see something.
What does that say about their character, their personality? It's a fucking video game online. Oh no. Oh no. They're talking shit about a PlayStation game. What does that say about their personality? That they're not a fanboy? I don't know.
You're like, man, I hate this. This sucks. That's fine.
Yes.
And, you know, maybe you say it twice, maybe 3 times, you know? But I think if I were to like do a deeper psychological analysis, I think a lot of these people.
What I tell you, these niggas getting a psychological analysis with what, nigga? What psychological analysis? Look, he's so salty, he's so upset. Why do you have to do a psychological analysis? They just shout out to my boy King Chronicles. A framed picture of a PS5 is wild. Yeah, I know. Why do you have to do a psychological analysis? Why can't you just accept that maybe they ain't feeling the game like that? Like, come on, dog. The game ain't even came out yet. Like, what the fuck?
Deep down, like, they want to know why. They don't understand it.
No, they do understand it. I've heard all their talking points, right? I'm not going to repeat their talking points, but we know their talking points. We know why they don't like the game. You're the one saying that you're doing a psychological analysis on why they don't like the game. They said why they don't like the game, and it looks like they're staying put, especially on Twitter. Don't get me started on Twitter. It looks like they're standing 10 toes on business.
That's why they're drawn to it. I think that's what it is, because I think anybody who identifies what it is they don't like about something and they're like, yeah, I don't like that, this sucks.
My boy said, MBG, you're literally wearing a The Order 1886 shirt, clown. You are a fanboy.
You only want to stick around it for so long until it's like you move on. I feel like the people who stick around are just like kind of they're obsessed. They're obsessed with like something they don't understand, and there's this kind of like yearning that you can like. It feels like it kind of comes through where it's like NSNP. He has a poster of a PS5 while he's talking about people being obsessed, and literally a poster. He's got Kratos, right, staring down his back. I mean, dog, come on. Like, look, and shout out to Notice Size, right? That's called criticism. People being positive about garbage is just fanboyism. Exactly. They're criticizing the game. They're giving their opinion online, right? Believe it or not, when people post something, isn't that what you're trying to get? Engagement? Don't you want people to comment? Don't get me wrong. You might want positive engagement, right? But he said it the best, man. Everybody gonna be saying something. I'd be worried if they said nothing, right? Just be happy people are talking about the game. But of course, you know, this is a PlayStation cult, and I don't use that word lightly. You better love Ghost of Yote, goddammit. You better have nothing but good shit to say about Ghost of Yote online, on the internet. Because if you don't, then, you know, we need to get you checked for a psychological analysis. You could tell, like, they're bothered that they don't understand, and they want to understand.
Understand what?
I pick up on sometimes.
What is so hard to understand about Ghost of Yote? What is he talking about?
Anyway, It looks like the damn same game as Ghost of Tsushima. What do they not understand? It looked like they just switched the damn protagonist with the female. What is there not to understand?
I just feel like, yeah, man, I don't know. Like, do some soul searching. I don't know what to tell you.
What'd I tell you?
But
Do some soul searching because they're giving criticism about a game, dog. These niggas are salty. Shout out to Kinda Bonsai. DLC, literally.
they're upset at the world and put that towards anything they see as wrong. They need help. Well, that's what I mean, man.
And there you guys go, coping. What? They're upset at the world because they're giving criticism to the game? Like, no wonder this shit got clipped, dude. Like, you're straight up tweaking.
I mean, I get it. There's a lot I don't understand either. And the things I don't understand, I
My boy said Ghost of Yodel.
tend to think about the most because I want to understand them. But, you know, we're not going to understand everything. We don't have to accept everything either. It's just crazy to me. Like, people were so hyped for Ghost of Tsushima, and people are acting like Sucker Punch, like pissed in their Cheerios, man. You know, they're acting like this game straight up, you know, did them wrong. And I'm like, I don't.
It's looking like they don't like it. It's looking like they want Jin Sakai, right? And it's crazy because I remember when they were still, before they announced Ghost of Yotei, I remember when people were doing like fan art and they would like put Jin Sakai with like the number 2, right? They were making it seem like there was going to be a sequel. Now all of a sudden, right, when people bring up, oh, I wanted Jin Sakai, people are like, oh, no, you couldn't make a sequel. It's like, man, are you kidding me? You can always make a sequel. That's like rule number 1 in entertainment. You can always make a sequel. What are you talking about? If there's people saying that they wanted more Jin Sakai, how is that not a fair criticism, right? Even if they say it's for, you know, a reason that you might think is ridiculous, right? There are people who are willing to pay money to play the game. They're consumers, they're customers, they're grown adults with opinions, and they should be able to critique any video game that they want. You know, and Waba Jack said he's having a mellow crash out. Exactly. I mean, I just don't get it.
I don't understand. Like, it's like you see people with this, even if we're looking past like the woke shit, they're like, these animations look the same, man. Like,
They do.
bro, it's a fucking sequel. Like, what are you talking about?
Oh, so it doesn't mean that it has to look the same. They could have advanced it, right? They could have pushed it forward, right? I mean, why are you getting mad that they're critiquing the game, right? So now all that cope before, right? We're halfway into the video, literally at 3:36. We're halfway into the video. So all the cope before was just because of the anti-woke shit, right? But now we're gonna get mad at the people actually critiquing the fucking game too? When you haven't even played it? What?
You know? The enemy AI seems stupid. Like, dude, it's a 40-second cinematic gameplay snippet. It's all choreographed. Like, they probably have it on the easiest difficulty.
Oh, have you played it? Look at the defense. Look at the look in his eyes. Have you played it? How do you know? Like, dude, I don't understand why these guys, like, this is the Sony Defense Force live in action.
I guarantee you go play Ghost of Yotei on the hardest difficulty, it ain't going to look like that. You're going to get fucked up.
How are you going to guarantee that when you haven't played the game?
And that's the truth, right? Is that, like, you see a lot of people commenting, and it's like, you don't play games. You don't play games. You're not playing this game, and you're just bandwagoning, you know?
Oh, yeah. Bandwagoning from the guy who literally jumped from Xbox to PlayStation, who literally has a room full of a PlayStation decoration, and you want to talk about bandwagoning. And this is my favorite cope, though. Oh, you don't game if you're upset about this. Like I said, who cares about your validation? Because they're critiquing Ghost of Yotei. You guys heard it here first, because I've seen some of you guys critique Ghost of Yotei. Because you guys are in my chat critiquing Ghost of Yotei, you guys don't play games. Because MBG said so. Because his fees is hurt. That people are critiquing the game, right? Forget the anti-woke shit. People are talking about the actual gameplay, and he's upset about it, right? I mean, I just don't understand. It's never enough. Whenever you critique Sony, like, these guys just get so upset.
You probably like you probably don't even play Ghost of Tsushima.
No, I played Ghost of Tsushima, and I actually enjoyed it. I think that it was actually a very good game. I like the dynamic, right? I'm not going to spoil it, but the uncle,
nephew dynamic, the showdown and everything. I think it's a very good game. Like I said, I'm not going to spoil it because some of you boys are going to be playing that shit shortly, right? But I liked it.
They don't even know how to turn on a console.
Coping.
Chris says, I'm just here to play games, man. Ray, what's going on, dude?
No, you're not. You're here to complain and cry about people critiquing the game that you want to play, right? Like, here goes I just want to play games. It doesn't seem like it to me.
That's what I'm saying. We just got to play games. I'm not saying, I'm not saying that there shouldn't be criticism. There should be. Like, listen,
but you literally are saying that. That's exactly what you're saying. Yet again, another Jedi mind trick. That's exactly what you're saying. Down to that's what you just said.
Assumption is that, like, my feeling going into Ghost of Yotei is, I believe from a gameplay perspective, I'm going to enjoy it just as much, if not even more, than I enjoyed Ghost of Tsushima from a gameplay side. From a story side, and I've talked about.
Unless someone corrects me, I'm assuming that MBG stands for Massively Butthurt Gamer. Faded Blaze. Bro, he looks defeated. Lewis, my bad. I can't pronounce your last name. McHugh, I think. I don't know. Hopefully I'm not butchering it too bad. Saying it looks like a DLC is not a bad thing. The game can be good just with the time gap. Should have improvements. I mean, dude, he looks deflated. He looks defeated. That's why I had to show you guys this. Like, it's so odd that somebody's critiquing a game that they enjoy, and that can, like, suck the energy out of them. I've been telling you guys, the connection that these guys have with the console, it's on another level. I've been trying to tell you guys that it is some supernatural shit. Like, these guys are emotionally tied to these devices.
I'm not sure if I'm going to enjoy the story as much. I'm not sure if I'm going to like Atsu as much as a character as I did Jin.
So why are you getting mad that people are critiquing it?
And that's okay. That's totally fine. As long as I don't hate her and hate the story, as long as it's not like something I walk away from, I'm like, that was bad. As long as it's not that, I'm not going to be upset. I can appreciate Sucker Punch trying to do something different. But
what do you mean trying to do something different? Explain that. Expand on that. What are they trying to do different, MBG?
But yeah, I can't deny Ghost of Tsushima was an incredible game. And so far, everything I've seen of Yotei looks very good, too. It looks like it's going to be just as incredible, potentially.
There's people that are disagreeing with you, and it's getting you pretty upset, just saying.
But yeah, it's just disheartening to see people acting so ridiculous and nonsensical over...
That's you. He said it's disheartening. This is what I'm saying, just a crybaby. Like, I mean, all of this crying and shit because people are saying that they're not interested in Ghost of Yotei. People are saying that they'll pass. People are saying they'll wait till it goes to PC. Maybe they'll sell the high seas to play it. Maybe there's probably even PlayStation guys saying, "Hey, I'm good on this shit," and you're getting upset. So upset, you would think that he worked on the goddamn game, right?
Something like this, where it's like, I don't understand, man. Perfect.
They don't like the game. Let me explain it to you. They don't like the game. They don't like it. They think it looks bad. What more do you not understand? They don't like it.
Image, what's going on, man? Chris, you're saying people just bitch and complain anymore. That's the...
Echo chamber. These guys are delusional. People just bitch and complain. That's you guys. Crazy.
Normal social media anymore. People rather shit on everything all the time. They're so angry. I
have not got the Discord link. I need to link up. One of the guys in the chat is going to help me out. I'm sorry, man. Your boy Sigs. I've been working and whatnot. I'm going to get it right. Okay. I'm going to get it right. Don't worry. Don't worry.
I have a theory. I think people are also just bored. Honestly.
Shout out to Dan Gilberry. He's chairman of the board. Yeah, you would think so. Wait, we're just getting started. We got more clips.
Like, I think people just don't know what else to do. Like, I think that they used to like stuff and now they don't like it anymore. Or, they used to be more into something and they're not into it as much anymore. And so, like, the alternative is to just kind of, again, be angry and salty and...
like you and PlayStation. Like, dude, look at you. You look so salty. He looks upset. Like, he literally looks like he's about to cry, dog. And like I said, this is just the start, bro. Like, This is just a start, bro. Look at this shit. My boy said PlayStation stands for poor self-awareness. God damn.
I think it's just if people want to show up to the table and have that conversation, I just think that they have to be a little bit more fair about it, which is, you don't have to suck Sony off.
Oh,
oh,
you don't? You could have fooled me, right? God damn, I thought it was a requirement the way you guys be acting. Okay, good to know.
Oh my God, everything they do is the best, and if you even dare question them, you're an Xbot. No, that's crazy. But
yeah, we know it's crazy, right? It sounds like some people I know.
You also don't have to be the opposite of that, which is basically a troll who's like, you don't like PlayStation and you.
Oh, shout out to my boy Undy and Breed. What up, brother? I look forward to these streams. I have never been looking forward to a game and get butthurt because someone else had a different appointment. Never. That's why I'm saying Metacritic reviews, any of that. Never do I get upset. Never at all, man.
You probably don't even own a PlayStation. Why are you even here?
Oh. Oh, so now you have to own a PlayStation to discuss it. But wait a minute. And you see that now's when I go back into the file, right? Because I've been covering, like I said, the MBG Cope sessions have been a statement of the channel. Wait a minute. Remember when people were asking him why he's covering Xbox? What did he say? He said, Xbox gave me a call and said, hey, we're putting games on your platform so I can talk about it. I can discuss it. Well, shit. PlayStation gave a call, right? They been gave a call, right? They got the PC guys. They got our number locked in on speed dial, right? Right? But now they also gave a call to the Xbox guys, right? So everybody can discuss the game. You guys are multi-platform. We don't need to own a PlayStation to play those games, right? We'll just wait till it comes to PC and we can have the best experience, right? If that's even the case. Because like I said, from what I'm seeing on Twitter, and I know everybody on Twitter doesn't represent who's going to actually buy the game, from what I'm seeing, there's a lot of people who are good on that shit.
Because the criticism that I've seen from actual PS5 owners is not that crazy. The actual, you can tell when you're listening to a real PS5 owner who's been playing on the PS5.
Oh, you can tell when you're listening to a real PS5 owner. So you can tell a real PS5 owner from a fake PS5 owner. Like, this is what I'm saying. This guy is insane.
Where they're like, yeah, it's a great console, and I have enjoyed games on it. But Sony does need to improve in these areas, and they need to get it together. Yeah, that's totally fine. They're not sitting here being like, dude, this is the worst generation, and I spit on it, and my God, Sony has just done nothing but shit the bed, and I don't even know why I bought a PlayStation 5.
And there goes the straw man. And listen, I want you guys to pay attention, right? Because I haven't seen PlayStation guys saying that. But even if there is PlayStation guys saying that, you're a PlayStation channel, like you're going to have PlayStation guys that are all over, that are going to have all different feelings. He does this every so often, and I've talked about this. He will demand order in this cult, right? He will crack that whip. And just listen to how he slick, like on the slick kind of says, like, hey, if you feel that type of way, like I ain't trying to hear that shit. Just listen.
Are there people who feel that way? Maybe. Am I here trying to invalidate how they feel about it? No.
Yes.
You could say maybe I am, but
yes. So pretty much if you feel that type of way, he's invalidating it. He's saying you're not a real PlayStation fan. Even though you're on a PlayStation fanboy fucking podcast, talking to him, chatting to him. I'm telling you, man, this delusion, it's a cult.
It's just because it seems so extreme to me. It's like, dude, there's been so many games. It's like, you're telling me nothing?
Oh, cap. And there has not been so many games. Stop it. It's one 10-bolt title. Like, stop it.
Nothing's done it for you? Like, you haven't enjoyed.
And you see, now he sounds like a jaded ex-wife. Nothing's done it for you? Nothing can get you up? I mean, goddamn.
Anything that they put out this gen?
Shout out to Dion Landon. The only opinion on media is mine. On God. I feel you 100%.
You know? I don't know. So I think, I'll be honest, man. I think that there are a lot of people who they don't really make decisions on their own. They just kind of go with wherever the public is going, like the general perception. I think,
like you ponies with console sales. Go ahead.
There are people who absolutely bought into the PS5 generation because they saw the hype surrounding it. And then when they saw that people were kind of like, some people were turning against it, they're like, yeah, actually this
when they saw there was no games, go ahead.
Sucks. It's just like, I don't know exactly why you were here to begin with. but-
Oh, for games. That's why. What? I don't know why you were here to begin with. Yeah, they weren't here for the Sony circle jerk. Boy, they was here for games. What the fuck?
you know, I'm sorry to hear that. I guess I don't know. What-
Look how confused he is. I'm telling you right now, he's shutting that shit down. He's letting any PlayStation fanboy in his chat know if you're not happy with the direction or the state of PlayStation, he don't want to hear it. He don't want to talk.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't. I understand people who say I've enjoyed it. I understand people who say, could have been better. I just don't understand that people are like, this was trash garbage. You know, like that's what I don't understand. Where it's like, I feel like I feel like the people who are behaving that way, it's like, just say you don't like PlayStation. Just, it's fine.
Like how you don't like Xbox. Look at the Kobe, he's so hurt. And what if they don't like PlayStation, right?
Like it's fine. Just say you don't like PlayStation and you don't actually want Sony to get better because you don't actually you don't care about what they're doing.
What do you mean get better? I thought they won the console war. Wait a minute. What do you mean? I thought you guys won. Console sales. What is he talking about?
You don't care about their studios or their games or their hardware. Just say it. It's fine. I think a lot of people pretend like they come from this angle where they basically pretend. It's like the faux concern, right? Where it's like, well, I just want Sony to be better. And it's like, what does that look like to you?
Oh, you mean the faux concern, like what you guys do with Xbox, with the layoffs and everything, when you tried to console war layoffs like that?
And you'll get people that'll be like, well, you know, they gotta make PlayStation Plus like Game Pass. And it's like, that's not that's your reason for being so upset with Sony?
Yeah, it seems like they're asking the real question. Shit, all them console sales, make that shit more like Game Pass, boy, right? Even though you say that shit's dead and it's unsustainable, right? Now we're really getting to the meat of it, right? So he's heard some people say that they want to make PlayStation Plus more like Game Pass. I mean, goddamn. Shout out to Ghost Hunter. This guy console ward on Christmas. Oh, yeah, I know. I know, dog. This one makes it even better.
Like, what you want already exists over on Xbox with Game Pass. Like, go enjoy it.
Go enjoy it. It already exists.
You know what I mean? It's like
No, because he wants it on PlayStation. Why can't he critique PlayStation? Why are you kicking him out? You see what I mean? That's his response to somebody in the chat who says, "Oh, PlayStation should be more like Game Pass, right?" Instead of him saying, "Yeah, you make a good point," instead of advocating for that, he's saying what already exists. Bounce, kicking him up out of here. I mean, I'm just saying, this guy, he be cracking that whip. He be getting his boys in order. I respect you for it, dog.
I encounter arguments like that and stuff, and I'm like, I understand to a degree where it's like, okay, you want PlayStation Plus to be like Game Pass, but it's like it's not going to be.
We know. Oh yeah, we know, and that's why y'all be talking shit about it.
So that's why you hate Sony. It's like, well, Sony's greedy, and I'm like, okay, what corporation isn't?
Oh.
Well,
I mean, well, goddamn, you sure do talk about Microsoft like they're not like they're the only company that's greedy and shit. I mean, I don't know. I just find this so when he throws on that cape for Sony, dog. I mean, he defends that shit so well, dog.
PS5 sucks. You know, it's like, okay. Like, I don't know. Like I encounter these people and they're like, well, so, you know, Sony dropped the ball. They just went all in with live service and they canceled all their you know, they just have nothing but cancel games. And I'm like,
yep.
Can you list me the single player games that came out this generation? You know?
Yeah, but none of them are exclusive, right? And yes, we can list the 1, the 2. We can list them on one damn ham. God damn it, right? I mean, come on, let's just be honest. And we know in the future it's going to be nothing but one tentpole title a year. Yes, they're saying the cupboard is bare. They're saying they want more. And you're basically just telling them to go to Xbox, right? I mean, it's weird to me. Like, you guys are switching up, man.
0 Point, you're saying where are those tentpole games?
Yes.
Well, I mean,
yes. And shout out his chat yet again. Another W for his chat. I mean, goddamn, don't his chat be talking that shit? Isn't it like deja vu?
Would it be an MBG cope session if somebody in his chat didn't check his ass? If somebody in his chat didn't say, where them 10 poll titles at? They want to know where the 10 poll titles. Great question from his chat. I mean, goddamn, you said Yodelehu. I mean, goddamn. Great comment from his goddamn chat. Where is the 10 poll titles?
Literally, like one of them's coming up. You know?
He's saying one of them. Hold on, you guys. We got one coming up.
And this is where I just feel like,
Uh-huh.
if you force people to try to be reasonable, they usually walk away from the conversation.
Oh, what?
Because a reasonable, like if I were to,
why does the consumer have to be reasonable? I don't see them worrying about being reasonable, right? These companies, they don't care about being reasonable on your wallets. Why does the consumer have to be reasonable, right? You buy a console for games, you buy a console for exclusives. What's wrong with your chat saying, where are the tempo titles? What did I tell you guys? What did I lead into with this video? I said, boy, he cracks that fucking whip. Ain't nobody gonna come in his chat and try to talk some shit about where the tempo titles at. You guys remember I was telling you the Oliver twist? More? You want more? I mean, he's about to crack that goddamn whip.
if somebody were to say to me, and 0 point, maybe you're unreasonable. Sometimes you are. I don't know.
No. You called him unreasonable. You're cracking that whip. You're making an example of him. You're making an example of him in front of all the other ponies. You're letting them know what you're going to let fly and what you're not going to let fly, dog. I'm just saying.
Well, that's the thing. If you're saying, I find Yote, to me, Ghost of Yote seems like it's a DLC. My response to that is,
my boy ABG Gator 2000. Nobody puts MBG in the corner. Notice size. Maybe they can release The Last of Us again. I mean, maybe aren't they making like an ultimate remaster edition?
that's fair, and there's nothing wrong with that. But I think if we're trying to see things for,
But wait a minute. How is it fair and there's nothing wrong with that when you just called them unreasonable, even though you try to backtrack it?
what they are, I think most people see it as a viable sequel that looks like it's building upon a lot of the things they enjoyed from Ghost of Tsushima. And I think you're going to see that
A lot of people are saying it's copy and paste, but go ahead.
reflected, and people are going to buy it. It's going to sell well, and I think it's going to review well, and I think people are going to enjoy it. Now, my question to the person who isn't interested in Ghost of Yote
Mhm.
is, what is it you're really trying to say? And you know what I think they're really trying to say? I think what they're really trying to say is, I wish instead of seeing a sequel to Ghost of Tsushima, we were seeing a new IP. Something brand new from Sony. And to that, I say that's totally reasonable, totally fair.
Why can't you just take what they're saying on face value? What do I say all the time? They always got to get hypothetical. It's always some deeper meaning. It's always reading tea leaves. Why can't you just take it for what they're saying, dog? Like, it is what it is. They keep on saying, where is factions?
I could get on board with that. Hey, yeah, you know what? Maybe we don't get a Ghost of Yote sequel. We just get something brand new. I totally get it, because some people look at this generation and are like, it's been sequelitis, right? Sequel to Horizon, sequel to Spider-Man, sequel to God of War, sequel to Death Stranding, sequel to Ghost of Tsushima. I totally get that. It's
You ain't lying about that, brother. See, like, this is what I'm saying. The cope is seeping through it. You ain't lying about that. There's a lot of sequels.
like, whoa. Too many sequels.
Whoa.
We need more new stuff. And that's fair. But I just don't like it when people treat something like Ghost of Yote or Death Stranding 2 like, who wants this? Like, this shouldn't even be here.
Yeah, who wants it? Nobody wants it. I mean, that's what they're doing online, dog. Why does it hurt you? Right? I see them do it with Xbox games, right? I don't be seeing the Xbox guys cry about it, right? They just say, okay, we'll let it go to the PlayStation platform. Don't worry, they'll buy it, right? Like they did with Hellblade 2. Is that not exactly what they did with Hellblade 2? Who wants this? Who wants to try it? And then what? Now they're saying it's the best reason to own a PS5 Pro. So I don't understand why these guys get so upset with criticism, but it just shows they're so used to like the industry sucking off Sony. You know what I mean? So whenever they don't see it, it literally it shocks them. You know what I mean? Like they're terrified. They can't take it.
Like this is responsible for making this generation bad. I don't agree with that, because it's like, dude, Ghost of Yote is helping this generation be better.
How?
But
It looks like a weak ass DLC to me, man. I'm just saying.
but at the same time, it's like, yeah, we do, like, it would be nice to see a couple more new things from Sony. Absolutely. They do need to get on that. The only new IP shouldn't come from live
But they're only giving you guys one tentpole title. They've already let you guys know what time it is. Like, why are you hoping for rain in the desert, my boy?
service. But really quick, before I read this direct donation, but I also just got to say, but then you see people shitting their pants. Actually, that could imply something good. You see people
Here we go.
getting really pissed off and really upset at Intergalactic. It's like, here's a new fucking IP from Naughty Dog. Everyone's like, boo.
Okay, and you can copy and paste the same shit that they're saying about Ghost of Yote is the same shit they're saying about Intergalactic. I mean, dog, why are you getting upset that the people don't like it? What I tell you, them anti-woke boys, they're on their ass. I told you. Why are you getting so upset that people don't like the games, buddy? They don't like them, right? They want the sad dad games. I thought that's what you guys liked, right?
That's not what we want. And it's like, it can be frustrating at times because it's like, this is where it's like, I'm pretty sure the person screaming that Intergalactic is going to be trash.
Shout out to Evil Wheathen. They can read things plainly until it goes against their narrative. I'd noticed that as well. I've noticed that theme as well.
Is the same person that's over here telling me Ghost of Yote is going to be trash, is the same person that's probably telling me this entire generation has been trash.
Yes.
I
can agree. This whole entire gen on both sides, in my opinion, has been lackluster. Yes. And that shouldn't upset you, right? That doesn't mean that there hasn't been good games, but we could just be honest. I feel like a lot of games have been broken, right? They've been chasing the graphic waffics. They've been making the games broke. The narratives are busted. It's just regurgitated bullshit. I'm not gonna lie. A lot of these games have been boring. Yes.
I'm not trying to fight with anybody or be rude, but it's like, maybe you should go somewhere else because it's like, dude, if you can't.
And this is what pisses me off. Oh, because we're not fucking circle jerking whatever comes out, because we're being because we have critiques for the games, we shouldn't be gamers anymore. That's so fucking lame. Sigs, what's your favorite game this gen? Probably Baldur's Gate 3, no lie. I'm not gonna lie. That was a great game. I like everything about it. And ironically, like, that game was all over the place, right? They had a little bit of something for everybody. I enjoyed it. Right, I really do like Baldur's Gate 3. I think that was probably my favorite game of this gen.
If you can't get excited about the new IP, you can't get excited about the sequel, you can't get excited about the third-party, timed exclusive or whatever that Sony's offering. If you can't get excited about any of that.
My boy said Sigs likes beers. Hell no. I did not do that option. Don't you try to push that onto me. No. All right, the Karlach, right? And Shadowheart. And the demon. The little demon girl with the goddamn horns. And now, you see, I'm not even gonna entertain it because now you guys are gonna run with it. Like, stop it. You guys are not gonna do this to me. No.
Can't get excited about the hardware. Then yeah, I don't know that PlayStation's gonna be for you, man. I don't know what.
I don't know if PlayStation's gonna be for you. Boy, is he not ready to throw you off that damn PlayStation train if you're not hyping every game out there. I mean, every game that Sony does. You know what I mean? Best game to come out in a long time is Elden Ring. I also really enjoyed Elden Ring as well. No lie.
Maybe you got to go check out PC or go check out what Microsoft's doing or Nintendo or something.
I agree. You definitely got to check out PC.
Because I don't understand.
My boy said Sigs in your next playthrough. Negative Ghost Rider.
That part, if somebody said I wanted The Last of Us Part 3 instead, I actually could understand that.
Yes, I do love parrying, especially like when you invade someone. Like, I love trolling with the parry, no lie.
I could understand. If somebody said I wanted Uncharted or Last of Us, I get it, because that's where there are people that always want the sequels. I'm one of those people. I love sequels most of the time. Most of the time, I love sequels.
Okay, then why are you getting mad when people say they want a sequel of Jin Sakai instead of Erika Ishii or whatever the hell her name is? Another cope session from MVG. There's still more, right? But we're gonna mix in a little bit of Reforge, right? Because Reforge was upset as hell, boy. That boy Reforge was upset, boy. Goddamn, boy, these niggas is coping about the possibility of what's it called, Returnal. Going to Xbox right now. Granted, it's just a rumor. It's crazy. He even went off on Detective Seeds, right? He started talking shit. He threw Detective Seeds under the bus. And also, let me talk about that real quick, right? Because Detective Seeds, he sure has been going all over the place, right? Because I got more shit to talk about before I even get into this, right? I should have covered this to begin with, right? But I wanted to get right into the salt, goddammit. I mean, look at this shit right here, right? We got our boy D-Batch, man. Left my ass off. Xbox guys think Helldiver 2, a live service game, just like Xbox, bringing the whole damn slate. You will get live service games. So again, it's just live service games. You will get live service games, MLB, and tiny games that are not AAA and are old. You will not be getting any AAA games or day and date. Let's see if you guys buy it. My boy said, oh shit, some Lono salt before bed. You already know. I mean, these guys are really coping about this shit, man. I'm telling you, this shit is insane, right? And then also I want to show, I got to show this boy Porter Rock, right? Because he's been helping me make my arguments, right? He's been really helping me out. This boy says, I already see Returnal will now be categorized as an experimental title, right? Shout out to Porter Rock because he sees what's going on. And like I said, he ain't going down like that, right? And I don't blame him, right? I mean, this shit is insane, dog. No cap. Like, these guys are really coping saying it's just live service games. I was like, I didn't think that they would be able to do this. And I really got to show Gaz because he did some real work, right? He did more work than that boy Detective Siege, right? And I commend him for it, right? Because I want you guys to see this shit. This boy says, mind you, buddy who works at Nixis. This was Detective Seeds. This was on July 25th, right? Listen to this. Buddy who works at Nixie's. This is a buddy that works at Nixie's. I told you, these niggas be lying. There are currently no other PlayStation first-party games in port process to Xbox console with us. We are working on PC stuff and support. Someone else could, but Nixie's not. This is what I'm saying. Now look at this shit. Now, 14 hours ago, my opinion is that Returnal's Xbox Series X Returnal port is being worked on right now by Nixis. I don't think it hits the Series S, though. But isn't there like a parity clause, right? I mean, I don't know. Like, I don't understand how people can come to these sources. Shout out to Gaz. He said Detective Seed's source was probably Zubitech, right? Porter Rock refuses to go down with on this ship. Writing's on the wall, yet most ponies are going outside. Yeah, I keep on saying, man, they're definitely going out worse than the Xbox guys, right? And I think I got some other tweets that I kind of wanted to go over. And again, Porter Rock, right? The star of the show. Let's let Porter Rock talk his shit a little bit, right? I mean, mind you, you know, they're already calling this guy an Xbot and shit, right? Soon the goalpost will be moved to, well, they'll never do any brand spanking new AAA games made by Naughty Dog starring a white male character day and date, right? I mean, I'm just saying the goalposts, he's catching that the goalposts are being moved, right? And I can accept, at least he's calling it out. You know what I mean? Let me see. I think that's all the goddamn salt that I had as far as like the tweets, I believe. But nonetheless, now we can get into the low-no cope because we already know this boy is going to be coping his ass off. He even got like a 20-minute video. LOL, wait, a Porter Rock having a W? Hey, he be talking that shit, but don't get the PlayStation fanboy chip will always activate with Porter Rock with these PlayStation fanboys. Like they know where the stables are. They'll always come back to the stables.
While Return will go to Xbox anyway, I don't know. I don't think I don't think outside of live service we're going to see a lot of titles go over. Now, I speculate you can see some PlayStation 4 titles go over.
Oh, so now we're moving the goalpost to PlayStation 4 titles. Is this a new one? Right? Because I've seen a lot of these guys saying, oh, it's just live service games and everything. So now it's just the PlayStation 4 titles, which, like I said, I think their whole catalog can be played on the PlayStation 4. But nonetheless, let's let them keep on going.
Like Spider-Man 1 go over. You know, you could see something like that.
Oh, so now you can see Spider-Man 1 go over. I could have swore he was one of the main guys saying that this shit wasn't going to happen, but let's go ahead.
Where they're sort of saying, well, this is an older game. It's already been ported to PC. It's a PS4 game, so you could definitely get it to run on a Series S, no problem. You know, but after that, you would think...
Like I said, I guarantee you that whole catalog can be played on the Series S. They love thinking that their PS5, that their PS5 Pro has just leaped and taken off, right? Like I said, his words, he thinks the PS5 Pro has closed the gap between PC. I mean, I don't know, dog. Like, I don't know why they're sitting there saying, "Oh, we don't know if the game's gonna come to the Series S." I mean, unless I missed something, aren't they putting Helldivers on the Series S? You know what I mean? I don't know.
As this gen is coming to an end, that just doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. I mean, they may see something that I don't.
Yeah, they see money, right? Even though you like to pretend like like you see money, right? Like you see their finances and everything. They see money, even though you've got it like you've brainwashed yourself into thinking that there's no money and putting your games on Xbox. PlayStation's let you know, right? Hideo Kojima's let you know. Square Enix has let you know. Multiple people have let you know they will put their games on Xbox to make that money, right? Black Myth Wukong, right? The devs at Black Myth Wukong, when they were done playing games, they said, okay, we were playing games. Now it's time to put games on Xbox. We're going to get that money, right? I mean, I don't know, man. Shout out Maximilian. It sounds like only bad games. It just sounds like cope. And it's funny because what we're noticing is the line is just going to keep on getting pushed back. They're going to run out of space eventually, right? Eventually, right? And shout out to Q Beanie Gaming, goddammit. GTA 6 is on the Series S. Is he confused? Great point. Great point. But you know, we got to talk some shit about that darn Series S, right?
Not the one in charge. I'm just, from my own perspective and from what I've been observing.
Shout out to Cake Man. We've still barely scratched the surface of what's possible with the power of the PS5 and the SSD and Mark Cerny. Yes.
It wouldn't make a whole lot of sense.
Hey, and then shout out to Maximilian, Shinmue. I have a problem pronouncing that. 3 devs, exactly. They sure putting that shit on Xbox and the Series S.
To start porting games over there, especially if you're only going to port to the Series X.
Yeah.
I don't know. That seems...
Yeah, that's definitely not happening. Why would they do that? Why would they not port to the Series X, right? I mean, but then again, like I said, we're running with leaks and whatnot. These guys are silly, man.
It's like a real weird move. It'd be a weird move for Xbox, that's for sure. To be like, hey, let's let somebody port their game to our console and skip the larger user base.
Oh, my boy said Shenmue. Okay, thank you so much for that. I appreciate it. Had my boy looking stupid. I bought the first one, right? I haven't played it, right? I'm a PC guy. I just buy games and sometimes I won't play them. But I'm thinking about playing it. All right, I heard it has like tank controls and whatnot.
You know what I mean?
No, Lono, we don't know what you mean, but we're gonna get into it. Well, maybe we'll figure it out, right? Maybe we'll figure it out. Wait, I think this is a clip from the 20 minutes clip. We'll see. Let's see.
Of Returnal, given that it is not a tentpole title. As much as I love it, I would love for it to be a tentpole title. But imagine the power.
Wait a minute. I don't want to play this clip because I know one of these was like a 20-minute clip. I'm going to play the 20-minute clip and then I'll go back to that clip just because I think the 20-minute clip, this might be some of it within that clip. PlayStation isn't following Xbox and Xbox is a dying platform, dude. Yeah, this is going to be good. Here comes some dying platform cope. You know I like the dying platform cope.
PlayStation's going the way of Xbox, sad times. Yeah, I don't think so.
Wait a minute. What do you mean, Lono? Look at him. It looks like they're doing what Xbox is doing to me.
I don't think so. I mean, I know there's people on Twitter that are really upset by all of this.
You talking about on Twitter, there's people on YouTube too. There's people coping and seething, pretending like it's just live service games. It's just PlayStation 4 games. All right, did you see any Xbox guys? Oh, it's just gonna be Xbox One games. I mean, goddamn.
I don't think they're seeing that the future is one where. So think of it this way. They're imagining that, like, oh man, PlayStation's doing exactly what Xbox is doing.
Are they imagining or are they actually doing it? Nobody's imagining. You're the one imagining that they're not doing what Xbox is doing.
That's not possible when Xbox is changing the very nature of their hardware going forward.
Oh, no,
Does
don't
that
tell
make
me.
sense?
Don't tell me he's about to start saying, oh, well, Xbox isn't making consoles, even though they literally came out and said they're making consoles. Don't tell me we're console coping again. No.
Like, you can't be doing the same thing when there is no rival box to put your stuff on. Sarah Bond is like, yeah, the future is that Windows is the largest gaming platform.
And she also said that they were gonna continue to make consoles, right? I mean, come on, dog. Is that the only thing you're gonna quote that Sarah Bond said?
So they're going to be shipping Windows gaming devices, okay? So
Here we
that's
go.
not a future.
The Windows gaming devices that are considered consoles. Like, bruh, why are we capping? Why are we coping? Hell, even the ROG Ally, right? And shout out to my boy VG Fight School, right? Because he's underneath Lono's tweet with this. I'm going to pull this up real quick. Even when you look at the ROG Ally, right? What does it say? Handheld console PC. PC console portable. I don't know why he keeps on coping. And the funny thing is, look at this. VG Fight School been debunked this a long time ago. Right on. Shout out to VG Fight School, as always. You know what I mean? Makes great content. If you guys haven't checked them out already, I guarantee you guys have probably definitely checked them out. But, I mean, look at this shit. Like, you've already been checked on this. So it's like, dude, you know that it's a console. You know it. You're just lying. You know what I mean? Like, why are you lying? What's the point? because you don't like Xbox? Like, dog, come on. This is so disingenuous.
Where PlayStation can do what Xbox did. They don't have a rival box to put the content on. Also, Xbox initiated this entire thing years ago by putting their games day and date on PC.
Oh.
Something that PlayStation has continued to say they're not doing.
Okay, they said they're not doing it, but they're doing it. China Hero Project, anybody? Like, surely you know about the China Hero Project, right? You got it tatted on you. Are you going to sit here and try to say they're not putting games day and date on PC? Didn't they put Helldivers 2 on PC day and date? Oh, but excuse me, that was just live service games.
So, it's like, you know those like matching grids in kids' coloring books where you have to,
and what I tell you guys, whenever he goes to analogies, just know he's cooked.
like, match the objects. There's no match here. Like, the strategies don't match. It's like,
How do the strategies not match when they're literally putting games on other platforms to increase sales? Right? And they're even putting games on PC day and date, because it used to be, oh no, it's a time period to coax people into getting PC. I mean, to coax people into getting a PlayStation. I mean, just get real, dog. Shout out to my boy Echo. I appreciate it, my brother. Someone get Lono a blanket. He needs a nap. I mean, dog, he's trying so hard, right? He's a logician, though. No, he's a capper. He be coping.
they've been consistently firm on the fact that they're not doing day and date on PC. Now, people are saying,
How are they being firm on that when they're literally putting games on PC day and date? And this is one thing that I've noticed a lot of guys are doing. They're just completely ignoring the China Hero Project, right? Like, Sony blew that dog whistle. This is a China Hero Project. And they're just skating completely over that shit, glossing right over it. Like, hello, why are we sitting here saying, oh, it's going to be 6 months to port games to PC. It's going to lower the window. I think it's going to be day and date, right? I can't say how soon it's going to be day and date, but I definitely think they're moving towards being day and date. That's all I'm saying. And there's games to prove it.
you know, according to Seeds, that's going to start to be 6 months later. If Spider-Man 2 is any indication of how it goes when you shorten the porting window, I don't know if they're going to be doing that. That's another one that
I mean, dog, it sounds good. Even the version for PlayStation was fucking shit. I mean, I don't understand, dog. with all this gymnastics he's doing, he'll need a physician. Yeah, for real.
don't buy. I think Seeds is saying what he's heard. I think he's hearing things that aren't accurate. That's my personal opinion. I don't think he's...
Oh, and you're like, look. Now he's throwing his boy Detective Seeds under the damn bus. So now Detective Seeds is getting bad data, right? Detective Seeds got bad reads now because Detective Seeds is telling him some shit he don't like. Like I said,
Mind you, these niggas follow Detective Seeds like he was the goddamn gospel. Now he's throwing Detective Seeds right under the bus, saying he's got bad data, like it's Nathan.
Making things up. I think the information he's getting is not accurate. I can't see them doing that. It's like Spider-Man.
And who the fuck are you? Right? And don't get me wrong. I say all the time, like, who the fuck is Detective Seeds as well, right? Shout out to AVG Gator. The stables are getting rowdy. They turned on Seeds. Like, boy, they turned on Seeds so goddamn quick, dog. I mean, goddamn, they turned on Seeds so quick. Now he don't have good info. You don't have good data. I'm like, damn, what?
It was like 15 months and had all kinds of problems, right? I have an issue with the walled garden I helped pay for and maintain is letting more people in.
Wow.
Yeah, it doesn't bother.
I got to play that back. Listen to the PlayStation fanboy logic.
Garden I helped.
Listen to this shit.
And had all kinds of problems, right? I have an issue with the walled garden I helped pay for and maintain is letting more people in.
I have an issue that the walled garden that I helped pay for and maintain is letting people in. This is why you guys get roasted. This is why you guys get made fun of. Like, listen to this goofy shit. The walls that you paid and maintained, like I said, they don't want other people playing their games. Like, it's insane, dog. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it doesn't bother me at all if where they're sending.
Oh no, it bothers you. Don't get out of here. Go ahead and agree with them. There's a reason why he's got his guard down and he's saying this shit to you. He thought you would understand exactly what he's saying. Don't pretend like it don't bother you.
If in 4 years where they're sending their games are no different than PCs, then what's the big deal? It's like, doesn't do anything. You have a company making, you know, the next product.
Shout out to Cake Man. I'm glad you brought that shit up. Devaluing the brand and the platform. Yes, that's what we want to know about. Devaluing the brand and the platform. Notice how all that's just gone out the window, right? When PlayStation does it, it's no big deal. But when Xbox did it, it was Xbox bad. Hey, and shout out Dave Reezy in the chat, man. Xbox is outsmarting and baiting PlayStation. They know PlayStation will copy them, per usual. Tinfoil hat time. Okay, throw it on. This was a plan all along. Work smarter, not harder. Okay, talk your shit, right? Throw the tinfoil hat on. I get it. I mean, goddamn, wait. And then shout out to Cake Man. Get your own damn games. Get your own .com games. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. And then shout out to Draquan Holmes. He's asking the real questions of evidently y'all didn't pay enough to keep the walled garden up, right? Oh, wait a minute.
And they make it awesome, and it leverages the PS6 and all this stuff. And it leverages the power. It leverages what?
How is it going to leverage the PS6 and the power when they already said they're moving away from a hardware-centric business model? Don't get me wrong. I think there's going to be a PS6, but you can at least take those types of words and know that if they're trying to act like the technology they're getting you is bleeding edge, that they're really just giving you guys bullshit. I mean, surely you guys know that at this point, but of course, like I said, they think that Mark Cerny's Tony Stark, man. They love that brother.
Whatever breakthroughs they get with PSSR and Project Amethyst, okay? And then let's say 15...
And here go goddamn Project Amethyst. Okay, go on.
18 months later, whatever, those games go to all of the PC storefronts. So they go to, you know, Steam, Epic, and the Xbox store.
Hey, yo, shout out to Q Beanie Game, and I appreciate the support. Because Sony wants 70% cut before the PC hybrid comes out. That's why they want to port games now to the current console. I've heard a lot of people throw that out. I do think that's a fair point. If we could see, like, the split of, you know, how it is when they port it to Xbox versus when it goes to Steam, I think that's a fair thing to look into. The money, right? I guarantee you, whatever it is, it centers around the money. Very good assessment.
Why does that matter? They've been doing it this entire gen, and it hasn't affected.
I don't know. Why does it matter? It mattered when Xbox did it, right? Why does it matter, Alona? You know why people are asking you. And yet again, what did I tell you the theme of tonight was going to be? The Jedi mind trick. Now it doesn't matter. You know why he's asking you why it matters, buddy. It looks like they're doing the thing that Microsoft did. And isn't that how we started this whole damn conversation? This whole cope session? With somebody saying, damn, it looks like PlayStation's doing what Microsoft is doing, sad times? I mean, come on, brother.
Me in the least. They've been doing it this entire gen. They did it with Returnal. They did it with Ratchet. They did it with Horizon. They
It's almost like they're multi-platform.
did it with Days Gone. They did it with God of War. They did it with Spider-Man. And I'm just sitting here saying the PS5 Pro is still awesome.
Oh no, that shit is still a damn ripoff.
Death Stranding 2 on the Pro is awesome. Yote on the Pro.
Shit, I heard that it was overheating, right? But I didn't hear no one else talk about it. I heard that it was overheating, but I ain't seen nothing official, right? Just rumors from what I heard. God damn it!
Probably going to be awesome. That didn't cause a disturbance in the Force. That didn't cause some sort of disruption in the value and what I was hoping to get out of those games when I.
Yeah, and it was very hypocritical how it didn't do that when with Xbox. That's what it did. It's very hypocritical how you guys just completely overlooked the fact that your games are not exclusive, that they're on multi-platforms, while you guys sat here and talked about how important exclusivity is. It was very hypocritical. I just don't understand how you guys could do it with a straight face.
Saw trailers. What I got out of the PS5 Pro. When I watched the presentations, when I watched the Digital Foundry breakdowns, I went and bought one, and I'm like, yep.
And there they go, the Digital Foundry breakdowns. Yeah, they really sold y'all on some bullshit, right? And it's crazy because I remember seeing the Digital Foundry breakdown when he said lower than the lowest PC settings. All right, that's all I took away from it.
This is a great piece of equipment, and I'm getting a great experience.
So you bought two?
I feel like they'll do day and date eventually because a lot of people will buy a game day one literally because of the hype.
Yes.
I think if they were going to do day and date, we would already have signs of that. They'd be...
And they already are doing day and date. We already have signs of that. Please tell me somebody chatted in and told them this. What?
Changing their budgets, and they'd be changing the studio structure. They're not doing that.
They're just putting games on PC day and date. Lost Soul aside. I mean, dude, what is going on here?
So if they're working on a game right now that's coming out 4 years from now...
Hey, shout out to Killer Cali. Digital Foundry was owned by IGN. They push Sony hard. I mean, they sure do. PS5 ray tracing was lower than the lowest setting on PC. Yeah, literally. Lower than the lowest settings. Like, scamming you guys, right? Just so you guys can go in and play with the settings. When you guys talk shit about PC guys, you guys say, oh, well, you guys just spend all your time tinkering with the game. But it looks like that's what you guys want to do, right? The wannabe PC guys. Shout out to Doc Dark. He called this shit out a long time ago. Helldiver 2 wasn't day and date. Yeah, I could have swore Helldivers 2 was day and date as well. Great point. But he's sitting here saying he hasn't seen signs of it. Like, this is what I mean. You'll never see the signs. What do I always say? He's fucking Stevie Wonder when it comes to seeing signs. He can't see the shit. But let it be goddamn Microsoft. He's got a hawk vision. God damn it. He'll see the shit before it even happens.
A game that's coming out in 2029, they would be structuring right now to do day and date. They're not. They still have their porting companies.
I mean, wasn't there a job listing that went out, right? They tried to say it's an older job listing, but wasn't there a job listing that went out saying that they needed help with putting their games on other platforms, including Xbox, including Nintendo? I mean, goddamn, we got this boy in a corner, don't we? No way he squeaks his way out of this one.
They haven't aligned new budgets. They have not aligned increase in spending because that would be required for a day and date.
Now they got to align new budgets. Do you have proof that they haven't aligned new budgets? Do you have your eyes on their budgets? I mean, dude, what are these guys talking about?
Please, it would take longer to develop. You'd have to bring in new people.
Shout out to Disco Fabio. He's on the same page as me. Aligned new budgets. Yo, what the fuck is this guy talking about? I mean, goddamn. Like, this guy is just talking.
You'd have to scope out the project completely differently with respect to deliverables and like big milestones. All that would change. So think of how many studios they have right now. If you think they're going to day and date in the next, let's just say in the next 3 to 6 years, there would be...
Hey, shout out to Gnome Hunter. It was an updated job listing with the multi-platform part newly included. Okay, that could be the truth. I'll take your word for it.
So much evidence of that because you'd have to completely change every one of these studios. The budgets would change, the timelines would change, your staff would change.
Source? Like, dude, you're just pulling shit out your ass. He does this every single time. Don't tell me he's going to get away. Don't tell me he's going to wiggle out of this. No.
Hire for it. They just posted great earnings. Everything's going really well for them. And they didn't change any of those budgets.
Yeah, everything is going really, really well from them. But they're literally saying that they're moving away from a hardware-centric business model Before then, they had the fireside chat where they were talking about bringing tentpole titles to other platforms. You're still just going to sit here and cope. I mean, dude, we have so many evidence. That's what I'm saying. It doesn't even matter at this point. Like, the dude's never going to accept it. Literally, like I said before, not until every game has gone over, right? And even then, if there's just one game that hasn't gone over, he's going to be like, nope, they're not multi-plat. Nope, they're not going third party. Nope, they're not copying fucking Xbox. Yo, shout out to Faded Plays, Jedi Mind Tricks, or goddamn AstroTurfing. A combination of both. I mean, goddamn. I mean, these guys are just, I don't get it.
Items. They didn't change any of those forecasts. They didn't change any of those projections about like how games are going to ship and how games are going to show up. And
you're right. They didn't say anything. They just put games on other platforms, right? Just like with Helldivers, right? You guys didn't get Phil Spencer coming out telling you it's just 4 games. God damn it. They just started putting shit on other platforms.
Timelines of games.
But they did blow the dog whistle, right? And tell you that it was to coax a PlayStation. And there went Lono wagging his tail, by the way.
And the budget spending for...
Hey, shout out to Q Beanie Gaming yet again, goddamn. Xbox developers have been porting day and date to PC since 2016. I guess that means PlayStation developers have no talent or skill, that they need to use a third-party studio to make the ports. Well, goddamn, I never looked at it like that. Very funny, my dog. I appreciate them. I'll give you another goddamn yodel. Thank you, my brother. Thank you for the support.
These games, none of that was discussed. So if you think they're doing that...
None of that was discussed. This is what I'm saying. Like, they're literally going to have to come out and say, hey, we're porting all the games over Reforge, right? They're going to have to say his name and shit. They're going to have to say Lono. They're going to have to address the goddamn announcement to him. That's the only way he's going to say, oh, yeah, this is what they're doing. I mean, dude, you're so disingenuous.
They would have to be doing it sort of like in secret and keeping it from the shareholders, which I really doubt is happening.
I mean, they've literally, at the fireside chat, right, they literally came out and said that they're going to be putting tentpole titles on other platforms. They even just recently said in the earnings report that they're moving more towards, putting games, that they're moving more towards MAU. You know what I mean? I don't know, man. My dog bit off my brother's index fingers, and I don't know what to do. He's constipated and keeps sniffing. Well, that sounds like quite the conundrum that you're in. Make sure you keep the salt turned on, goddammit. That will help.
Sony's creating apartments for bringing their software to other platforms. That job already existed. That team already existed. That was a bunch of false reporting.
Oh,
that job is literally...
Oh, you heard him. Who said that earlier? You heard what he said. That was a whole bunch of false reporting. He's coping his ass off.
To handle the partnerships with those other platforms. They've been putting games on PC for how long? They put a game in partnership with Lego on the Switch. And now Helldivers 2 is coming to Xbox.
Yeah, they've been putting games on a whole bunch of other platforms. Like, dude, you just shot your own argument down. So how are you going to sit here and say that they're not moving like Xbox when it looks like they're going multi-platform?
So they have somebody in a team that's in charge of navigating, analyzing, and negotiating those deals. It's not new. That was just false reporting by people that thought a job posting was a smoking gun.
Oh, literally, we're talking about a job posting to put games on other platforms. He's literally talking, I'll say it again. He's talking about a job posting to put games on another platform, and he's still sitting here capping like this. I've never seen anything like this, dog. Like this is insane, right? And my boy said the stables are getting ready for the Pony Civil War. You know your boy Siggs is ready for that shit.
And it turned out when the dust settled on that, that was an existing position that had been vacated in a team that was already in existence. It wasn't anything new. Yeah, and MLB's been on Xbox for a while. You want people to be able to sort of analyze the performance of the games. You want to be able to negotiate deals. So like when a game launches, like right now, if you open up the Nintendo store, the PlayStation store, the Xbox store, and you see like a game promoted at the top, that's something that's negotiated by the publisher, and you have a point man for that or a point woman for that to basically negotiate that. They need help with the Xbox ports? Who said they needed help? Where are you referring?
I mean, this dude is just talking, dude. Oh, but it's because MLB forced them. LOL. Yeah, exactly. What like they couldn't say no, right? And just give it up. They know they're so disingenuous with their arguments, man. The goalposts have wheels. He's just coping.
They're working with Bandai to put games on Switch and PC as well. Yeah, they partner with Bandai. They also are partnering with Bandai to do more like television shows and anime, which
Shout out to Reforge. Shout out to Echo. I mean, Reforge's shirt is appropriate. His talking points are out of this world. I've never seen anybody do this before, man. Like, literally, while we're talking about a job posting to put games on other platforms, he's like, what are you talking about? They're not doing that.
Probably kicking themselves. What was that one report? There was some kind of a, what is it, like K-pop Demon Hunters that they sold, it like took off and became enormously popular. So do you think Sony games or exclusives will be on other platforms?
Yes.
I think they're going to treat their exclusives going forward how they have this entire gen.
Oh, so they're going to keep on putting them on PC. They're going to keep on putting them on other platforms. They're going to be multi-platform. Dude, look at how open-ended that answer was. They're going to keep doing what they've done this whole entire gen, which is putting their games on other platforms. He can't even just admit it.
Where their development will prioritize their hardware. Herman Holst has said their tentpole titles are meant to show off the hardware. And I think everything that Mark Cerny...
shout out to Disco Fabio. To speak with such confidence on things you know nothing about is surely a narcissistic tendency. I mean, I think it's a talent at this point. I mean, the way he talks about things he don't know, like, he has to have practiced these talking points. Or, like, for him to just pull this out of his ass and speak so confidently, I'm telling you, like, I do find it very entertaining. I'm not going to lie to you.
Just recently talked about with AMD Project Amethyst, how in 2026 they're going to be bringing the algorithm from FSR4 over to the Pro to make the Pro better.
Oh.
So they're going to be...
Even though they're moving away from a hardware-centric business model, we're still going to glaze this pisser up and make it seem like they're going to be doing crazy things with this console. What do I say all the time? Mark Cerny on his Tony Stark shit, harnessing the power and everything. Dog, it's just going to be a weak-ass console, brother. Like it's always been. It's going to be a gimped-ass PC. Like, bro, come on. My boy Echo, he's been watching Pirate Software. I would love to see them debate each other. I think that shit would be very interesting. I mean, goddamn. If K-pop Demon Hunter only made 20 million from 100 million costs, I seen that. I seen that they lost 80 million and people were like, fire Hiroki Totoki, right? I seen that. I did see they lost a lot of money on that.
Leveraging that hardware and then having their developers leverage that hardware. Then, yes.
Leverage that hardware. Look at how they glazed this little goddamn plastic box, man.
Later, those games will be ported to other platforms. Basically, what they've done this gen...
Okay, so if the games are going to other platforms, are they exclusive? Like, then they're multi-platform. Like, this is what I'm saying. Now they're just holding on to timed exclusivity. That's like the last strand. Like, they're just holding on by that single thread. All they got is timed exclusivity. If any of you guys were here on the stream on Saturday, I had a timed exclusivity boy try to come up in here, right? I had to cook his ass. These guys are just getting desperate.
They're going to continue to do. That's what I think they're going to do. I think what they did this gen, they're going to continue to do. And I think it's very easy to think that given what they just talked about in their earnings calls. Like, all their numbers look great. All of their... This is the most profitable they have ever been in the gaming industry. This like they're basically exceeding and surpassing.
But they're looking to expand on MAUs, right? And they're moving away from a hardware-centric business model. I got to keep on saying that.
All previous records. Also... Internally, they anticipated the PS5 slowing down and falling behind PS4 because they're not able to do a mid-gen price drop. So they're...
Yo, shout out to Centurion for God. It's a budget box. You know, you get what you pay for. Exactly, right? Like, I'm not even trying to talk shit about consoles. Like, we know what it is, right? But I don't get why these guys act like it's like some type of next-level technology. Like, it comes off as delusional.
Very pleased with how things are going. I don't think in that context you would suddenly be like, we're third-party publisher, we're going day and date, our games are going to hit, you know, Nintendo, PlayStation, Xbox, and PC on the day of launch.
I just seen Killer Cali. Lono tucks his PS5 Pro in at night. Yeah, both of them. And gives him a kiss.
Like, that I don't see them doing that. Now, if they take some titles over to Xbox as this generation comes to an end, that's essentially the same thing they've been doing with PC. Because again,
how if they're doing it at the how if they're doing it in this console, right? They haven't, because this is the cope now, is that the new Xbox consoles aren't consoles, even though all of these consoles are just watered down PCs. So how, especially, notice the modifier he said, even if they do it later in this gen. So he's open to the idea that it will possibly be games that go to the Series S, the Series X, right? There's already been a game that's gone, right? I don't see how you can sit here and say, oh, it's not the same because they're essentially PCs. No, they're not. It's the Xbox Series X and the Series S. It's a closed ecosystem. What are you talking about? Like, you're just coping.
Xbox has literally said their future is Windows gaming devices. Everybody's been celebrating. Now, people need to be careful here. If you were celebrating that and saying Xbox is forward thinking, I'm going to have Steam.
And then here goes celebrating. Don't get me wrong. The Xbox fanboys were celebrating it, but all the people who are just paying attention, giving their opinion on it, I think it is a W, right? I think it is a step in the right direction to open up the platform, to let people have access to more games. I definitely agree with that. But go ahead, and we already know how he's going to turn this. He's probably going to get into marketing cope, right? I've made so many goddamn videos about this guy coping over the damn marketing because he's the only person who doesn't understand the marketing. Even though everything is fucking clear as day, anybody can understand it but Lono, because he intentionally tries not to understand it. And he tries to say that the marketing is confusing when everybody knows exactly what this device is going to do. It's not that different than plenty of the devices that are out on the market. Like I said, when the original ROG Ally came out, or the original Ally, whatever the hell, I didn't see him talking about it being called a console, talking shit about it. But now all of a sudden, the Xbox is doing it. This guy's been sitting here just coping about this shit, right? Alt lock it. I'm out of work and we're still live. Wicked, of course. Of course, bro. We're just getting started. I am going to have to wind down pretty soon because I got work tomorrow as well. But, you know, I love you guys. I got to put in the content, goddammit.
In my living room, you have to consider what that means for.
And great point, Gnome Hunter. Doesn't Microsoft own Windows? Yes, they do. I see. That's what I'm saying. I'm so deep in the damn rabbit hole. This shit be going over my head. Like, goddamn, I gotta pay attention to the chat. Y'all be keeping me on track. I'm like, what the hell is he talking about? Godspeed, sir. I appreciate it, my brother.
All other publishers and platforms. That completely changes the nature of future Xbox hardware into quasi PCs, which means PlayStation has no
quasi PCs. What the fuck, dude? Like, this guy right here, all this cope. Jimmy, relax.
issue with that. They're like, yeah, that's fine. That's just another storefront for us to port our stuff to later. Now, as far as the Switch 2, I think the Switch 2 is a different animal. I think the Switch 2 is like very different architecture. I don't know how easy it is to port things to the Switch 2. I've had people chime in here in our chat and say, if a game has been ported to PC.
That's a good point, Notice Size. Xbox already runs a version of Windows too. Is that like a PC with a hunchback? I don't know. He said a quasi. I guess it's a Quasimodo. Dog, it's whatever the hell it's got to be for him to make his point. And he's going to look at his face and he's going to make it happen in real time like the logician, dog. He's talking that shit. It runs a stripped down version of Windows. Yeah, that is true. Right. And I'm looking forward to that because I think I definitely will be interested to see how much more performance they can get out of it from stripping down Windows, to see if they were really able to make Windows the best gaming platform, right? Because I think that's Steam, right? If they can get it in the ballpark of the Steam OS, I think it'll be a good product.
Porting to Xbox is very easy. If a game has been ported to PC, porting it to Nintendo Switch 2 is not as easy. Because I thought for a while, well, yeah, they could take some of their PS4 games to the Switch 2 because PS4 games are less demanding. And the Switch 2 is not exactly a powerhouse. Like, I don't think there's a future where PlayStation Studios are suddenly building their games for like a litany of devices, including Switch 2.
Even with the job posting where they literally are talking about bringing their games to other platforms, even with the job listing. Continue.
Or including, this console PC hybrid and weaker PCs.
Hey, and shout out to Kiri Cosmos. He called it out. It's a hybrid PC. Got to take a page out of the Nintendo the fan book. Yes, exactly. Shout out to Alfez. Source. No source at all. Like, I got to throw it out. I be feeling like a Reddit guy. I'm just like, source. I got to. Where the hell is the source? And then there goes Killicali. He talks like he is a dev and knows something about programming. Exactly. And I always bring this up whenever we have this discussion about putting games on other platforms and how difficult it would be. Then how was Expedition 33 able to do it, right? Game of the year, by the way. How were they able to put everything on all platforms? Even the Series S, right? Now, they didn't put it on Nintendo. At least I don't think that they did. But, I mean, I'm just saying,
when you talk to people who are actually devs, like the people at Expedition 33, you don't hear them saying anything about the Series S. You don't hear him saying anything about that shit. It's just all shit that he's made up for his talking points because he just loves PlayStation. You know what I mean?
I don't think they're going to do that to their development pipelines. Their studios are very effective.
And shout out to Kinda Bonsai. He's bringing up important details. He couldn't get his DualSense to work on the PC. Yeah, and you know, that's all it took, right? When the DualSense couldn't work on his damn PC, he said, get me out of here.
Because they build for their hardware first. We've kind of spoken about this recently. So when Yote
Is that what they did with Spider-Man 2? Continue.
Gameplay hit, and people started saying, well, it doesn't look that much better than Ghost of Tsushima. That's actually not true, but I think that's a testimony to just how good Ghost of Tsushima looks. Just this morning, I saw a clip, a lengthy clip of Uncharted 4. I believe it was Okami on Twitter saying, this game was ahead of its time. Go look at Tsushima.
There we go. Now it's, this game was ahead of its time. Get the fuck out of here. Now they're sitting here coping. They're coping because people are saying that Ghost of Yote looks like the same game. And you see, there's a reason. Don't I tell you, it always comes full circle. No different than the cope session that we seen from fucking MBG. Now they're sitting here coping, saying that the game was ahead of its time. That's why it looks like the same game, because it was ahead of its time. Like, oh my, you guys are like just delusional.
Go look at God of War 2018. Go look at Spider-Man 1. Go look at The Last of Us Part 2. Go look at Uncharted.
Shout out to Strongest Lum. Their games look like PS4. All the games he's yelling out they all look like PS4 games.
You know what they all have in common?
PS4
they were
games.
ahead of their time. One of the ways
they were ahead of his time. What?
That PlayStation Studios stay ahead of their time is.
And how are you going to say, based off of what benchmarks? In what aspects were they ahead of their time, right? Because you can say, I guess, in design quality or whatever, but how are you getting to the conclusion that it's ahead of the time? You're just saying that, and now you're running with it. I mean, it's insane, dog. And shout out to Draquan Holmes. Expedition 33 did that with only 32 developers. Exactly. And when they were asked if they want to make a larger studio, they said, no, we have the perfect size. So I don't understand why these guys are sitting here coping. You know what I mean? 30 FPS ahead of their time. Yep, I know. Coping.
By not diluting the development process. They develop for their hardware first. I don't believe that philosophy is going to go out the window.
Even though there's a job listing saying that they're moving games on other platforms, and even though they're saying that they're moving away from a hardware-centric business model, right? Even though they're saying that, I mean, I just don't get it.
Because they're going to port some games that have already been ported to a dying box.
Oh, shit.
Like
the Xbox guys, he coming for you. He said a dying box. Yeah. Now we talking our shit, Lono. Talk that shit.
Xbox as a console is a dying idea.
Dying.
And I think people haven't come to grips with that yet, but I think
it seems like PlayStation hasn't come to grips with it yet.
Once you start to see their strategy take hold, where you have like Asus making a handheld, other manufacturers making things that they're calling an Xbox that are
that they're calling an Xbox. You see how he threw that in there? Dude, it's an Xbox. It's a console. Like, why are we coping about this? Like, Curry Cosmos says, my box looks healthy to me. Oh, boy, they're talking that shit. It's funny how he's saying people are struggling to accept that the Xbox is a dead console. Well, shit, like I said, it seems like PlayStation's struggling to accept it, right? It's seeming like PlayStation. It's seeming like Hideo Kojima. It's seeming like what's it called? Square Enix, right? It's seeming like they're struggling to realize that.
Windows gaming devices, right? I would imagine once that.
Shout out Notice Eyes. That's exactly what I was just touching on. Square Enix already said PlayStation is not enough. I know, but these guys like to cope like it is.
That happens. People will start to see, oh, the entire idea of an Xbox has completely sort of vanished. The brand itself has vanished.
Oh.
The minute they started doing this thing.
I mean, it's vanished, but PlayStation know where it is, right? PlayStation can detect it, right? PlayStation got them on their radar. Like, dude, all of these lies, just lying. How can you even lie like this when literally the company that you love, the company that you worship is putting games on this vanishing console? I mean, it's just cope.
Where they were like, yeah, exclusives are not the way. Publishing is the way. Do you want to know why everybody
Hey,
didn't
great point, Jason Portillo. I be forgetting about this shit. What's the top selling games on PlayStation? Well, god damn it. 60% of the games in the top 10 are from the goddamn dying Xbox, right? I mean, goddamn. Great point, my brother. Holy shit.
believe that was going to happen. Remember the early days of those rumors when people were like, there's no way that'll ever happen. There's no way those games will ever do that. Do you want to know why people so strongly, so ardently, so passionately disagreed with that?
Delusional.
I'll tell you.
Tell
Because
us.
it was completely contrary to the brand and everything they had sold people. That brand no longer exists. A new
Oh, no, not the buffering bug. Oh, no, I might have to refresh it. I'm at 1306. At least I know where the hell I'm at. Yikes. Oh, damn. Now I got to go all the way down. I should have just waited, right? But at least it's not that much cope, right? What is going on with the buffering? That's crazy. Hopefully the stream and everything is still good. But we was at 1306 with it. My boy's looking like I don't know what that was, right? I typically have pretty good internet. I don't know what's going on with this shit. Okay, here we go. We're right back.
I think the Switch last hand
Damn, what's going on with this shit? It's just loading. What the hell? What is
their
this?
strategy take hold, vanish. Yeah, exclusive ever do and no longer
There we go.
exists. A new
What is going on with this goddamn Lono reporting? No! They said X got tired of his bullshit. Yo, what is going on here? What the fuck?
is going to
Okay, we're just gonna have
and
to
I
cut
don't
part
think
that.
PlayStation gives one hoot.
I'm sorry, I don't know what happened in between the 306 and this, but we're just gonna have to go over it.
About putting games over there in the future because it'll be a Steam storefront will be there, an Epic storefront will be there, an Xbox storefront will be there. It will no longer be this bespoke piece of hardware that like is an Xbox. It'll be this other thing.
This other thing. But wait a minute, the people who are making it, right? The head of the hardware said that it was going to be an Xbox, right? Why can't it just be an Xbox? Why does it have to be this other thing? It seems like you want it to be an other thing, dog. I don't know. They said it's an Xbox.
As an example, and this is, I think there's an element of karmic entertainment here.
Oh,
People that have argued with
a karmic entertainment. Let's hear it.
with me and others up one side and down the other that the Xbox ROG Ally X is an Xbox. You're right. It's an Xbox. Congratulations.
Congratulations, dog. That's what it's called. And it was never a debate, and no one ever argued. People told you, and you coped and sieved. It was never a debate. It was never a back and forth. People even showed you a picture of the goddamn box that said that it was a console. And instead of you just being authentic and just saying, hey, I was wrong, I didn't know they were considered consoles, you just dug in and kept on fucking digging. And that's why I made sure to pick up that damn webcam and start cooking your ass, dog. Because the cope, I mean, it was on a whole nother level. The shit was damn near palpable. So much goddamn cope, man. You could cut through the shit with a goddamn butter knife. Nigga up here coping his ass off still to this day.
You've just completely redefined what
And shout out to Gnome Hunter. That's his version of sarcasm. Yeah, I know.
it is to be basically nothing.
It's nothing, even though it's going to be able to do more, even though it's going to have access to more games, right? More storefronts, even though they're going to be able to sell the high seas. So it's nothing, right? It's nothing. Why? Because you said it's nothing. The people who made it, they know what they're calling it. They're calling it an Xbox. Why can't you just accept it and say, hey, the next Xbox is going to be able to do this shit? I mean, I don't understand why we're coping like this.
Not.
My boy said a plastic knife. Yeah, on God, you could cut through this shit with a plastic knife.
It's nothing now. It's whatever Microsoft wants it to be, and you're just capitulating their marketing. So go ahead.
You hear that, you guys? We're just capitulating their marketing. Alona, get the hell up out of here, dog. From this guy. Really? Dude, who is confused by the marketing? And it's crazy. There's been people who've actually gotten their hands on the device that say that the UI is pretty similar to the Xbox shit. Like, I don't know, man. Like, from what I've seen, right? I see the little windows, I see the little boxes. Like it looks like a simple console experience. Now, granted, I haven't touched it, so I'm not gonna go that far. But I just don't understand. I don't understand why there's all this scope. Daddy said. I'm not even gonna read that shit. You already got me saying Daddy said. No, Hunter, because it's about the games and not the console. On God, yeah, another $5 word. I know he very, very nice word choice, Lono. I will give him that much.
Make your videos defending their marketing. Make your videos defending their PR.
Oh, nobody's making videos. And niggas is making videos cooking your ass, nigga. Seeing you cope over this new device, nigga. This device, like I said, this device that looks like it's going to be able to do more than the PS5 Pro, right? But you shield for that shit, right? You bought 2 of those, right? I just don't get it, man.
You're just aiding and abetting them. You're just like, yeah, that's fine. You can completely change the brand. You can completely change what an Xbox.
Oh, like PlayStation, right? Like PlayStation, how they've completely ditched this whole only on PlayStation, how they've been putting games on other platforms. They're putting games on the dying, vanishing console, right? Your words. How are you going to sit here and try to flip this around on the Xbox guys when, dude, literally all you've been doing is just sitting here coping for fucking PlayStation on behalf of PlayStation? I don't get it.
We will help you with that. Like good little minions, we will help you in this effort.
Good little minions. You're projecting, brother. Down to the word little. You're the little minion, dog. You're the one astroturfing for Sony.
So congratulations, you have completely redefined what an Xbox is.
Oh, well, thank you, right? Thank you, right? I guess the people who've been cooking your ass have redefined what an Xbox is. How the fuck can any content creator define what a product is that's being released by a major fucking corporation? Where do they do that at? When has that ever been done? Where a device gets released and they tell you what it's called and other people say, no, that's not what it is. When the fuck have you ever seen some shit like this, right? But you see it with Lono. And just in time, my boy Bags, I always got to call him out. PlayStation number 1. It's good to see you in here, brother. We're watching Lono. I had a feeling you'd pop up, man. I know this is your dog. You said he'd be spitting, right? Old Dad Gamer 78. It's simple, Sigs. It's for his stable of viewers. They need to hear the shit and they pay him for it. Yeah. They pay him handsomely as well.
So I guess like some version of Calvin Ball, you win no matter what. Congratulations.
That's what you're doing. You're projecting, dog. You're so like, oh my God. Okay, dog. Like, this is insane.
In 5 years when we turn around and what.
And then shout out to Jason Portillo, yo. So more people playing games. Ouch. I know. Oh no. The wall that they've maintained, the garden that they've maintained. It looks like people are breaking in. They're ruining the garden of PlayStation quality. Like, these guys are fucking insane. I'm not even gonna read that, Drift King, but yes, I will co-sign it, goddammit.
An Xbox is some other thing, some Windows device that just houses storefronts.
Yeah, it just houses storefronts that just allows you to play more games. It's like this weird Windows device that just gives you access to all these games. Like, who wants that? I want one 10-pole title a year.
I hope that's what you were all hoping for.
But here's the thing. But there's people who are excited for it, and you're calling them minions, saying that they're capitulating for Microsoft. I mean, goddamn, dog. Like I said, if it's anything like the Steam Deck, I think they'll be happy with it, right? I love my Steam Deck, right? I'd be on it damn near more than my PC. I don't know, dog. Like, okay, man.
Like, I hope that's what you were hoping for, is Windows gaming devices that can use Steam and can use Epic and can use the game store. And listen.
You know what? We'll do a little poll, right? Okay, I don't know how to do a poll. I don't even know if I've unlocked it. Maybe I can do it, right? You guys can let me know now. But if you guys are watching this the next day, because, you know, shout out to my people who end up watching this the next day or rewatching it again. Comment below and let me know if you guys are looking forward to the ROG Ally, right? I don't know. I've seen people say that they enjoy it. I already told you guys that the Steam Deck OLED is king, but I don't know. I don't know why he's coping so hard over this device. That's allowing consumers to access more. If he truly was a gamer, then he at least would have touched on that and say it as a good thing. But instead, you're trying to turn it as a bad thing. That's why niggas be looking at you a little bit silly, dog. It seems like you're a PlayStation fanboy.
Maybe that is good for you. It's going to be good for me.
My boy said, "Oh, you know how to do a poll?" No, I don't know how to do that. I know about carrying a poll, but no, I don't know how to do a poll. I might learn how to do it though.
I'm going to be able to play Steam games in my living room a lot easier than right now. I won't have to have a PC out there and deal with the keyboard and mouse. No, I'll just have this, simplified, box, plug it in my TV. If this PC console hybrid thing is real.
Oh, if it's real. So now we're putting on our tinfoil hats, right? Now it's not real, right? Hey, y'all need to chill. Talk about Alex will teach you. Boy, that boy won't teach your boy Sigs shit. Y'all need to relax. I don't know what the hell happened tonight, but you niggas are coming out of left field. I'm going to need y'all to calm that shit down, all right? But anyways. Now he's sitting here saying if the next Xbox is real, right? Okay. Even though they've done videos, 2 videos saying that they're working to make new consoles, when all we've gotten is just like a picture from these guys with goddamn Mark Cerny and I don't know who he was smiling with, but just a picture saying that they're working on the PS6. I mean, these guys, dog.
That's gonna be great for me. You'll have a PlayStation 6. You'll have a Switch 2. And I don't think in that context you will see PlayStation saying, we really need our developers to be doing multi-platform development.
No. They weren't giving me shit about Alex earlier. They were talking about the bear scene and everything. Like I said, I don't know who, I don't know what happened, but there's some niggas in here on some sus shit tonight, all right? I know it's late, but I'm like, God damn, I don't know where this is coming from. Oh my God, I'm not gonna lie, it's funny though.
Now, I could be wrong. I could be wrong in my prediction. But looking at everything...
Yeah, like usual, you are going to be wrong. You're always wrong. What do you mean you could be wrong? You're always wrong. You're literally wrong right now. You're always just wrong. And I think you kind of get off on being wrong, right? I think we're the ones that are being thrown off here. I'm starting to question this guy. I really am. There's no way he's defending the shit that he's defending.
Looking at how PlayStation operates, looking at how they're currently performing. I
Shout out to Salt Attic. Bro, he's still coping that PlayStation is going third party. He's going to be doing this shit to the end of the gen. Like, for real.
I do not see that change.
And shout out to Strong Lum 90. When is he ever right? That's what I'm saying. I cannot recall him ever being right. And I've seen a lot of Salt content about this guy. I've never seen him be right.
Changing.
AVG Gator, I personally think he's a grifter. Yeah, I was talking about earlier tonight. I don't like to use that word, but if you ever wanted to know what a fucking grifter is, it's this guy. When you fucking Google grifter, there should be a picture of this guy making this face right here. If you want to know what a grifter is, it is this guy right here.
Just don't. I could be wrong. I just don't see the signs. I don't think.
Of course you don't.
To a dying console is a sign of concern. If anything, it to me is a sign of strength.
Oh, wow. It's a sign of strength. Wait a minute. Whoa. Was it a sign of strength when Microsoft did it? What? So now putting your games on other platforms is a sign of strength. But with Microsoft, it was a sign of death. It was time to jump ship. I'm telling you, call me crazy. I see these guys, I see these corporations do the same thing, and the response is completely different. So now it's a sign of strength. I mean, these guys are full of shit, man. Oh shit, I was gifted a membership. Yeah, thank you guys who've come in and have gifted and everything, man. You guys are amazing, man. The pack is growing, and like I said, we're going to keep on making content. We're going to keep on cooking these guys. They just keep on coping.
Such a level of dominance that you are so weakened in the market, we can literally take property to your platform.
He doesn't understand what he's saying. Does that mean is that what Microsoft was saying? Was that what Big Philly was saying? When he was playing Indiana Jones and shit, was that what Big Philly was saying? That we could just put the games on PlayStation and that they'll end up buying the Xbox games more than the PlayStation games? I don't know. I think you're onto something, Lono.
And it's not a concern at all.
Not a concern. Yeah, not a concern at all for Big Philly. Wait a minute. My boy said, yo, the new goalpost. Like I said, we've unlocked a new goalpost. I mean, holy shit. Maybe I think he's onto something here. Maybe it is a flex to put games on other platforms. I didn't expect that coming from you.
Like, I remember telling people that if you could play PlayStation games on this future console hybrid, that's not the W that you think it is. It means that PlayStation
And here we go again, moving goalposts. Let him finish.
has determined that company is not even remotely a threat.
Oh, but who gives a fuck whether PlayStation thinks that they're a threat or not? See, I gotta stop your ass. Who cares? They just want to play games. This is what I mean. You're perpetually, and you're 43 years old, you're perpetually stuck in this console war mindset. It is fucking insane to me. So it's not a flex that they can play PlayStation games. I'm going to be honest with you. There may be some Xbox guys who have been waiting to play PlayStation games, and they're finally going to be able to do it through a handheld device or the next Xbox. That's not a W for them. It's supposed to be an L because that means that PlayStation doesn't view Xbox as a threat. Who gives a fuck what PlayStation views Xbox as? Like, this is what I'm saying. There's no way that you can talk about this shit and act like this is conversation meant for gamers. It's not. It's meant for you weirdos who like to pretend like you're in business meetings and shit. No consumer is saying, oh, damn, I don't want to get this because then PlayStation is going to think that Microsoft's not a threat. What?
We can put our content over there and it does not harm us in the least. I told people this months ago. I said that's...
Hey, and see, my boy said this is not as bad as DCG pulling out a console war book. All I got to say is I got a video for you guys tomorrow, man. You know what I'm saying?
Not the W that you think it is. That's not the win that you think it is. If you're in such a weakened state that your competitor's like, yeah, we don't care. You've left this fight completely, entirely. I get it, but I believe the console war is done. Now we're on a platform war. I don't think there's a war going forward at all.
Wow. So he's even on that goddamn what's it called? He's even doing what MBG was doing earlier. They don't want to accept the platform war. Like, I mean, come on, dog. And look at this guy, our content. Who is this guy? I know. Crazy. Oh, yeah. I'll put it out. I should be able to put out. It's just a reaction video. You guys already know what time it is, but I did it when I had some spare time, right?
Dying brand, but PlayStation bringing their games over? No, the hardware is dying.
A dying brand, but PlayStation's bringing the games over. Great. Cue the Asmon. Who the F is this guy? I might have to get that clip. No lie. I mean, dude, the chat, all of these guys be getting cooked by their chat.
The brand is changing. The words I use are very specific. The hardware is dying. Xbox hardware.
Just like how PlayStation is moving away from a hardware-centric business model. Go ahead.
The Xbox Series X and S.
And wait a minute. How is the hardware dying if they're introducing new hardware, right? I guess he's talking about console sales. But if they're introducing new hardware and new iterations of the console or whatever, how is it dying then? Right? When you guys are the ones saying that they're moving away from the hardware-centric business model, right? And I say you guys because he likes to pretend like he's in a business meeting, even though we know he's just a 40-year-old weirdo.
Dying. With that logic, shouldn't Nintendo do the same? Nintendo is very different.
Yeah, even though you guys try to hide behind it, I'm glad that he called that shit out. Yeah, if that's the case, right? If Xbox is dying, right? And let's get the money while we can, then how come Nintendo ain't doing it? I'm glad that his own guys are calling this shit out. Like, you guys are just lying.
Nintendo is far more protective of their IP, as evidenced by they have never taken anything to PC.
Old Dad Gamer, 78. If they didn't have Xbox, the ponies would have nothing to discuss or rah-rah against. I know. They would have nothing to talk about. And let's just be honest. Don't we love when they talk about Xbox? Like, isn't that the most interesting conversations out there?
Like, it wouldn't hurt Nintendo at all to, especially with how prominent PC is.
Hey, and I see Curie Cosmos commented this earlier. I mean, Microsoft doesn't see Sony as a threat. Pretty much handed out COD deals like Oprah. I know. I'm like, when he said that, you guys see, I lit up. I was like, does he know what he's saying right now? I'm about to run with that shit. Great talking point, Lono. You're really good at shooting yourself in the foot. I'll give you that much. I mean, goddamn, Lono, you're like Cheddar Bob in this bitch. Love the delusions. I know, I love them too. Shout out to Gnome Hunter.
In the Chinese market, Nintendo, I don't think would be harmed that much if they brought any of their property to PC, but they're far more protective of their IP. PlayStation views their IP differently. They view their IP as a way
Like Microsoft.
to show off the hardware. It's a tentpole title.
How is it showing off the hardware on other fucking devices? How is it showing off the hardware on PC, right? I mean, you guys are just full of shit, man.
And they feel they can leverage it in an additive market. They feel they can leverage the IP. Nintendo does not. Nintendo
yeah,
does
yeah.
not.
Shout out to Disco Fabio. Yeah, Nintendo bringing their IPs to others is not the W you think it is. And Dave Reezy, hey yo, shout out Cheddar Bob. Yeah, hey man, hey boy, Eminem, that's my favorite rapper. No kizzy.
Agree with that. And some of that could be because of their philosophies and identities. Like Nintendo's kind of always viewed themselves as a toy company, and Sony views PlayStation as an extension of the fact that
Oh, and I'm glad that you went into that. Oh, I'm gonna make some niggas mad. Yes, they're all toys. All the consoles are toys. I'm so glad you went down that alleyway. Yes, and you niggas are so attached to these toys, these plastic boxes, right? I know some of you console niggas is gonna get upset. Oh yeah, oh yeah, they're all toys, nigga. Not just Nintendo. The shit you play on is a toy too, nigga.
hardware company. Well, a really great way to show off your hardware is with bespoke software. And then once it's served that purpose, taking it
Bespoke software. Oh, get the fuck out of here, dog. Is that what happened with Spider-Man 2? It's bespoke software. Boy, that shit don't get this bespoke until it grace PC, nigga. What you talking about?
to other environments where it can also look impressive.
shout out to Ultra Dark Slave. See, this is what I like about the Xbox guys, right? No coping. My boy said, I already knew that. It's a big boy toy. On God.
Who knows? That could have
Hey, but it looks like you guys are about to get grandfathered in, right, to the PC Master Race shit. Hopefully they don't make you guys pay for your internet no more.
maybe laid the groundwork for the AMD partnership and Project Amethyst, which is going to benefit both companies. When you see the value of the PC market, especially I think PlayStation, they view the value of the PC market most strongly because of the Chinese market, which China Hero Project is one of the elements of that. They
Oh,
view
here we
that
go.
market is
And the same, you bring up the China Hero Project. I knew he'd bring up the China Hero Project. You bring up the China Hero Project in the same damn debate when you're sitting here saying that they're not putting games on PC day and date, when there's literally a game coming out in like a week and a half that's going to be on PC day and date, and they've released games on PC day and date before that. Helldivers, the topic of discussion. I mean, god damn. What an insane cope session.
very, very high priority. And so the PC market likely has greater interest from them as a hardware company.
Cakeman, Stellar Blade. Now, I don't think Stellar Blade was day and date, but Stellar Blade is a game that came to PC and shattered the PlayStation 5 sales records in a lot shorter of time. You know what I mean? China Hero Project 6, get the bingo card. The next time we have a long cope, if the clip is more than 15 minutes, we're going to pull out the bingo card, right? And I do feel like I can use that bingo card for a lot of these guys because, like I said, shit rolls downhill. A lot of these guys get their shit takes for Lono. I know that's at least the case with MBG.
Company that's trying to leverage software to show off their hardware. They've got entire markets they can't penetrate with their hardware. So
Pause.
PC is an angle to get in.
Oh boy, PC, we get it all. We get it all, man. I probably could do one more video with you guys, but I got work tomorrow. So a part of me saying don't. I'll do this one right here, putting your games on other platforms, and this is gonna be the last one. I'm sorry, you guys. Your boy got work. God damn it. but I'll be going live around this time. You know what I mean? I'll try to go live, at least like 3 to 4 times a week for you guys, right?
Now, it would be awesome if, future
Ace Valentine, 6-0. Keep up the great work. Of course, man. I appreciate you guys, man. Thank you for the support.
Zelda games and stuff were playable on PC through a storefront, not through all the ways that people have to do it. I don't have any interest in doing any of that.
Then why talk about it? But you always talk about it. You have no interest, and it's not even doing all that. It's extremely easy, right? But then this is the shit that pisses me off with guys like this. Like, these will be the main guys fear mongering PC, right? And I listen to it because I was on console before I got PC. I thought it was going to be so complicated, and it got to a point where I didn't even want to be bothered with it, when that wasn't the case at fucking all. You guys intentionally try to make it seem like it's more complicated than what it is. That's why, like I said, if Xbox guys do get this new device, they're going to see how easy that shit is. And they're going to realize just how much more you guys are full of shit. Because I know us PC guys, we be seeing it and we're like, dude, what the fuck are they talking about? I don't know shit about PCs, right? I can't take apart my PC. I can't do none of that shit. But anything I needed to know, I was able to YouTube and find it out very quickly on my fucking PC.
Nintendo thinks it'll devalue their IPs. They're not wrong. Yeah, they're not wrong. I think it does devalue your IP. I think there's a level of devaluation. Yes. PlayStation.
Shout out to AV Gator. I stay on console because I'm old and lazy. Listen, I'm not going to judge. Play on what you want to play. It's all good around here. You guys already know.
Has 100% devalued their IP by taking it to PC. It devalues it. It doesn't. It no longer has this.
Oh, but I barely heard you talking about it. I thought that it was just going to PC and it was the tentpole strategy and it was to coax people into getting a PlayStation. Now you switching tune. I mean, these guys are flipping like goddamn pancakes all the time, right? And then shout out Gnome Hunter asking the real questions, right? More sales, devalue things. This is what I mean. These guys really don't fuck with PlayStation at all. Like I said, they want to suffocate Sony. They don't want Sony to be able to do shit. They don't want them to breathe. They don't want them to expand. They want to suffocate them. They're hitting them with the suffocating love.
Sort of sacred. You want to play this, you got to come over here. There's an element of devaluation that happens. I don't think it's as significant, but it is a devaluation. Because if
you see, this sounds like some cult shit. Like, how does that make the game? How does that devalue the game? The fact that you had to jump over a paywall, right? Like, oh, you gotta play it on PlayStation. No, I would disagree. I'll say you gotta play it on PC. Goddammit, with all the bells and whistles that they claim they didn't care about until that damn PS5 Pro scam came out, and they sure did jump in line to get those bells and whistles. This brother right here bought 2 of them.
You knew you could wait 6 months to a year to play Mario Kart or Donkey Kong on PC. If you knew you could do that,
I mean, that's basically where we are. 6 months to a year, maybe 2 years at the most with the emulators, right? But let me stop before Nintendo kick in my door, goddammit.
That would devalue that property. It would. Just automatically. It's like, oh, yeah, I don't, it's...
Shout out Mr. Rondo. Dude's just talking out his ass. I know, man. Like, I know. He's lucky I got work. I'd keep on cooking his ass.
No, I don't need to go over there for it. Nintendo has more of a firm grip on that philosophy.
I gotta shout this out. AVG Gator, bro, you be having me dead. This man said these guys need to take an economic class at community college. I mean, something. These guys don't understand anything. But they got the loudest voices. It's insane to me.
Like white knuckle grip. They're like, we're never, and maybe they change in 15 years.
Oh, get the fuck out of it. No, they're gonna change just like the industry's changing, right? Right behind the dead console, right? I'm just saying.
You know, the landscape could shift on them, and then they could suddenly feel like they need to do that. They're very dominant right now, but you know, you can't. Nobody's king forever, except for one king that is king forever. So, like, you can't be.
I hope that was insinuating about Lord Jesus. Amen. Okay, I hope he wasn't talking about PlayStation, but you never know with this guy.
Forever at the top. So yeah, 15, 20 years from now, the landscape could shift and Nintendo could say,
hey, and shout out to Escanor Flex. At least he's keeping it 1,000. I got all the systems already. I just want the PS5 games to go to Xbox so I can witness one of the greatest meltdowns ever, right? I agree. That's what I'm hoping too. I'm not going to lie, right?
Well, we need to consider these other platforms.
Okay. Well, man, nonetheless, dog. It's been your boy Sigs and Serial. I hope you guys enjoyed yourself. Shout out to everybody that showed up. Shout out to everybody that likes, that comments, subscribes. Again, I appreciate you guys viewing the content. I should be able to have a video up tomorrow, so we'll have some cope or whatever, man. The meltdowns are getting juicy, man. Sigs, you notice how these guys never bring up MAUs like PlayStation wants to do? I know. That's why your boy's bringing it up. They also don't want to bring up how they're leaving a hardware-centric business model, right? But I got to go. I really do, because I got work tomorrow, right? I do not want to be unemployed, right? begging for super chats and shit. I'll see you guys, man. Until next time, peace.